This is Jonah Hill, and you're listening to the only podcast that matters.
Throw Gang, we are joined by the Queen of Culture, the Liberace of Lowbrow, the Hans Zimmer of Highbrow, the Fairy Podmother, the Countess of the Kibbutz, the Princess of Prestige Personas, the Wonder Woman of One World Trade. She's always the talk of the town, and that town is the TF Extended Universe. Middle fingers to the Conde Band because she's a messy bitch who lives for drama. New Yorker, staff writer, Naomi Fry.
Hi.
Welcome
Naomi.
back.
Thank you.
Third Timers Club.
Third Timers Club. Yeah.
Third time's the charm. So it's
Yeah.
you, Emily Oberg,
Chris Black.
Chris Black.
Chris Black, Sean Evan. No,
that's it?
Alyssa.
Alyssa Vingan Klein.
Oh, Alyssa.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you guys are the Mount Rushmore of
Yeah.
three timers.
We might
Mount
cut
Crushmore.
some boys only, but look at that. 3 women on our Mount Rushmore of 3 timers.
That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
That's representation.
Yeah.
75%? Hell yeah.
All white.
You can't be it if you can't see it.
That is a fact.
Naomi,
Yeah.
thank you for coming on the only podcast that matters. You came late, but it's cool.
There was bad traffic.
You took a car?
Yes.
Really?
I do drive.
Conde
yes.
back, baby.
You drove.
Oh, yeah. No, I drove my own car.
Oh, wait, have we discussed this? You have a car?
I do have a car.
What kind of car? What's the whip? What are you pushing?
It's
Cybertruck?
Subaru Forester, of course.
Wow.
Very on brand.
2000.
Very waspy of you.
Yeah.
Is it was? No,
It's either
just like-
waspy or
it's like-
lesbian.
no, it's like, you know what it is?
Waspy
It's like gentrified Brooklyn.
Sure.
You know,
yeah.
with
Bed-Stuy?
a kid, with like one kid. Yeah, Bedside.
Did you cop a certified pre-owned? Because, Subaru, they last forever.
Yes, I did.
Nice. Well done.
I
Well
did.
played.
Yeah.
Frugal.
What do you listen to in the whip?
Ooh.
Well, I usually just listen to the radio.
Really?
Interesting.
I know. Yeah.
Like
I just,
channel.
because I don't.
Z100, Hot 97?
Yeah. Hot 97 usually.
Nice.
Funk Flex
Yeah.
8 at 8. Did you do that?
No. Is that a thing?
Yeah.
At 8 o'clock, he used to
I mean,
do like the 8 most requested songs.
Oh.
I guess he doesn't do it anymore.
I don't. Maybe I
The
don't.
voice of New York. Naomi Fry.
Yeah, it's me. Hot 97, Power 105.1. Sometimes I listen to classic rock on 104.3.
Oh, right, of
the
course.
Wolf?
Just I guess I don't know.
No, it's not. It's Q1043,
Q104.
dude.
Q103, the Wolf.
Q1043.
Q1043.
The Wolf.
The Wolf.
Nah, I don't
Yes.
know if
Is that I don't know. I don't know
this,
the
but I
personalities.
grew up here, so I kind of know the radio stations.
Yeah. You're like, yeah. I don't know. I guess I don't.
KTU still exists. 103.5.
Yes, it does.
Is it still like dance music?
It's sort of like the hits of today, sort of.
Okay,
Yeah. It's
It's
like
like-
Top Light.
It's like
Easy listening.
It's like no. It's more like
that's 101.9.
Bieber.
That's
And
adult
Ed
contemporary.
Sheeran, like
Oh,
I'm
bummer.
at a party and
It used to be like
That was good.
but it used to be like Because the Night, like club remix type shit. Like,
oh,
Waiting for tonight.
well,
I guess that's
not what
sort
I was
of.
talking
I
about,
mean,
but-
that's sort of
I do
yeah.
miss K-Rock. That's where I used to listen to like Rage Against
K-Rock
the Machine.
was 92.3.
92.3.
I think that still exists.
It still exists, but it used to be like Rage and like System of a Down.
That was the
and, like,
contemporary
Sum
rock,
41.
like contemporary rock.
Oh,
now
right.
it's some other
PLJ,
shit.
big another one. Shout out PLJ, 95.5.
I don't know that one.
What?
Yeah.
That was like the Third Eye Blind. That was like less hard
Really?
than
Oh.
K-Rock, but
It's
like
K-Rock for pussies.
but cooler than Z100. Not cooler, but like more like
Right.
Third Eye Blind.
it was
type
it was the
shit.
kith
Right.
of radio.
Yo, what shots? Nomi, thank you for joining us for a
Larry
third
can't
time.
cut that for me.
It's great. I'm really happy to be here. And in fact,
yes.
James asked me when you guys came back, or rather,
Like we never
Rose
left.
from the dead.
rose from the dead like a phoenix.
Yeah, that
James texted me and said, "Do you want to come on?" And I said yes, but I was a little busy.
We had to prove ourselves.
Yeah, you're like,
Yeah.
let me see what those Patreon stats are looking like. and then we
Exactly.
can
I was
figure
like,
out
should
a profit
I?
share later on?
And then I
Um,
texted her back, "Yo, Nomi, $200K a year."
And I was like,
Patreon.
bam, there I was. No. And then,
you're like,
so
I'm
then
rolling with
I
the winners.
actually
Yeah.
texted James
Winner's
last week
circle.
and I
Yeah.
said, I'm ready to come on.
Ooh, you
Yeah.
called your own shot.
Yeah.
Why were you one of the few guests that could do that? Because people hit us up all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd love to come on the pod. I'm ready to come on the pod. It's like, who is you?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not how it works.
So
It's not a two-way street. Only the two-way street is reserved only for the upper echelon,
Mhm.
which would be yourself.
What were you so busy doing?
I was just
Raising your daughter.
yeah, raising my child, writing, just
Getting paid, getting laid.
I guess
Keep on rocking in the free world.
yeah, I don't know. I was just a little busy.
You're
and
swamped.
I was a little swamped, let's face it, and I just didn't want to neglect, and I wanted to give you guys my all.
Oh, hell yeah.
You know, when I came back, I wanted to do it right.
You set the bar so high on your
Yeah.
previous performances. Unlike some other people where it's like, I need a redemption type song.
Yeah.
Right.
Whereas
So
you-
I hope not to disappoint this time.
Absolutely
No,
not.
never.
I hope not.
Although I am a little disappointed that you're texting and driving
Well, I knew I would be late.
because your
so-
traffic's bad. I was like, oh, she's in the back
traffic's
of the car.
bad, so I was like stuck at a light for
You
like
get
a
you get
really
parking
long
spot
time.
Yeah, where
outside?
do you park?
Well, it's after 7, so
Oh.
it's like
We're at Chateau Chef right now for
Oh, yeah.
those at home that aren't
oh
with
yes.
us in the room.
So
Yeah.
Soho is actually pretty easy to park at night.
Oh, nice.
So it's
Right.
easy to get a spot outside of
Note the time. Note the time.
Jeff, we'll cut that. Throw back to last week.
Let's just say I parked pretty close,
Okay,
Nice.
good.
not right under the building, but yeah.
Let's do your third fit check.
Okay,
Would you like to start top down or bottom up? No,
I can do top down.
Oh, you're a cop.
You did serve in the,
really?
you did serve in the army, so
Oh, yeah.
I can-
By the way, thank you for your service.
Oh, thank you. In the Israeli
well,
army.
actually, I don't know. IDF right now, not looking that great.
it was
Yeah.
a different time.
It wasn't. It was. Well, was it?
No.
you know,
was it?
it's always yeah. I'll just say that it's mandatory service.
Right. You had no choice.
So I really had no choice.
Did you do like a gap year where you like one of those like Israeli people traveling the world like with like dreads and
Israeli
like,
rum
no.
Yeah.
No.
No? You just went
People
straight
do
into
it. No.
You were chomping at the bit.
You
Give me that gun.
you have to go right into it, but then people do it between university and
Get it out the way.
the army. They often go on like to like
Yeah.
South
Before you ship
America
out, you kinda
or
get it.
India
Parties
or
in
Thailand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
No,
didn't
I
do
did
that.
not do that. No.
You just wanted to go feed that big old brain.
Yeah, that enormous brain. But also
Gigantic.
I was never really interested in like going to the places where most people go for like their trek or whatever they
Right.
do. I'm a a metropolitan type of person.
Cosmopolitan.
Cosmopolitan and
An urban
metropolitan.
flaneur.
Like I
So
wasn't interested.
you're a media elite wherever you go.
Exactly.
You're good in any hood.
So I knew for me it was New York or nothing.
New York
Yeah.
bus, baby.
Yeah.
So we're
Wait,
gonna
really? Was that you always wanted to come to New York? Like, that
No,
was
actually,
always-
no. But I did want to. I didn't want to go. I mean, I did. I knew I would do undergrad in Israel. I did it in Tel Aviv, and then I knew that I probably wanted to go to grad school in America. I didn't know that it would be New York necessarily.
Damn,
but
you had your shit figured out early.
if you hadn't gotten
no,
to
but
grad
I didn't know.
school-
And in the end, I didn't also. I mean, I thought I would be an academic, but in the end, I was wrong. Like I didn't end up being an academic. So
Is there an alternate timeline where you do grad school in like, let's say like, San Fran or somewhere and like you never make it to New York or this was always-
yeah,
Damn.
yeah.
I wonder what that timeline
I mean,
is
I
like.
guess. Well, I guess like I could have if I had
Bizarre world
continued.
Naomi.
Yeah, if I had continued on in grad school and finished, and by some like incredible piece of luck, I would have gotten like a full-time job, which is really hard now, as
Sure.
you guys probably know.
Thanks, Obama.
As a professor, then I might have gone wherever,
Yeah.
like
Wherever
I might
the
have
work took you.
gone wherever the work took
well,
me.
I don't think you really have a choice as a professor. It's kind of like
Right.
where you
Like, I have a
end up.
friend-
Who's gonna take me?
Yeah.
I have a friend who's
Who's gonna lock down this big old brain?
has
Release
been
me.
teaching in Alabama for years now.
Yikes.
And she's like, I mean, she's a philosophy person. It's a good department, but it's like, and she's like super smart, but there's just,
What did Socrates say about fucking your sister? Welcome to Alabama philosophy.
It's the bucket or the light method about fucking your sister.
So you want to go top down with your fit check?
Oh, I mean,
that
I
makes
could-
you,
I
that
could-
makes you a police officer.
okay. Like, I'm
That's just
suddenly
how
an officer.
that's just how it works. Unless you want to wait, does the guest are they able to change their mind?
I could
Do we-
change my
Do we
mind.
you
allow
can
that?
change your mind. We haven't
Okay.
started
Yeah.
yet.
I mean, I feel like I always wear the same thing, so it's not very interesting.
Let's
Vans,
let's
right?
get the Vans.
Yeah, so
the Naomi Fry ones.
Yeah.
So the Vans, I'm wearing white Vans, and I might have even, I don't know if I actually wore these last time I came in. I wore Vans for sure.
There's no toes poking out, so I think these are still relatively fresh. On
Yes, you might.
You came on the
on
pod
the cooked Naomi scale.
279 days ago. You were on the podcast.
I just can't believe it.
How frequently
Feels like just yesterday.
Because you exclusively wear these Vans.
These are
I have a few pairs of Vans that I
natural
like, switch.
Canvas Vans Authentics.
Yeah, they're like sort of off white with like the
blue piping.
The blue piping, yeah.
Classic
Quote unquote talk with the town.
And
this is what our generation sees when they close their eyes and think of Vans, whereas the new generation closes their eyes and they see old schools. Which is weird to see the hierarchy of Vans sneakers change over time, but I
interesting.
Guess we're going to get Rocky for you.
We're going to get into your kind of like interest in the off-brand brands.
Yeah,
but you wear them until your toes pop out, right?
So we all know that
it's like a Virgil 5.
when my big toe.
Yeah, that's right. Virgil fucking bit your steeds with the holes cut out.
Does he? What?
So he just did a Jordan 5, off-white Jordan 5.
Okay.
And the whole fucking thing about it is that there's like these little cutouts that you're supposed to like DIY exactly yourself.
The tongue on one of the shoes has an actual hole, and the other ones are like clear windows to see your socks. But his
I
thing
don't
is
like that.
He's exactoing them out with like an X-Acto, like he's like cutting them like an X-Acto knife or whatever.
Like arts and crafts hour.
Yeah, so now I think, and the kids. Like he did it, so like the kids are like, oh, I'm gonna freak out like Virgil did, and so
are the kids doing that now? Because these only came out.
I don't know. I'm sure I've seen some of kids cut. I've seen some on IG, but I don't know if all of them are doing it. The shoes are
stole your shit. He stole your shit.
Yeah,
stole my thing.
Yo, fucking Wave Rider, man. Come on, bro.
You know what? I'm not going to DIY X-Acto knife. The Union Jordan 1s that we got for free.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, I've been following this story closely.
It's a bit. It's a bit
breaking news. Yeah, there's a lot. This is a bit. Just taking a page out of your book. Just find a thing and just drive it into the ground.
Ram
shove
it into
down
the ground.
Just murder it. Yeah.
Just never stop.
Working our way up. Just some black tights.
Black tights.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do we know the brand? Does it matter?
I don't. It's like some like whatever. I got them at CVS probably or something. One of those like. I don't know.
We all buy our underwear at CVS as well, or Dwayne Reed in that case.
Amazon for me.
Amazon.
Yeah. Shout out Jeff Bezos. Shout out the Washington Post.
Shout out the owner of the Washington Post.
I just wear the WAPO as my underwear.
The skirt is I got at Zara.
What was the material you said? Because it was making noise
it's
in
like
that Herman
a kind
Miller.
of vinyl. It's
Herman Miller is barking.
It's like it's a little squeaky. It's like a black. Yeah,
it's like a diner booth.
Yeah, exactly.
Big track.
So it's like it's some sort of like plastic vinyl type thing, but it has
vintagey or is it?
No, it's not
vintage Zara.
I've just had it for a couple of years, and it's shitty quality, so it's like a little
cracking a bit.
Yeah, but
it just gives it character,
and
now you can tell people it's Margiela.
I got it in Tel Aviv, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and the nice thing about it is that what I like about it is that it's sort of a vinyl thing, which reads as a little bit whatever, but it has pockets.
Nice.
So it's
functional.
It's
functional. Where
functional.
form meets function.
Exactly. It's
That's
a little
the throwing fits difference.
It's a little confusing, but not confusing, but it's a combination, and I like that. And then the sweatshirt or shirt, I guess, is Patagonia.
Hell yeah!
Is there a graphic on the back? Or is it just the tiny little
just that perfect little hit?
Just this, and then there's a little thing on the side, like tiny little
double branding from the Gonia.
Yeah, and it's dark blue, and that's it. I guess I have my usual glasses.
What are they?
What's the brand?
They're Moscot, and my usual
Moscot is a Jewish company, family owned.
Yes,
still right.
Yes, I believe so.
What about the coat you had on?
Oh yeah.
The coat. So it's a long bluish herringbone coat, and it's actually built by Wendy, and Wendy is a friend of mine, and she gave it to me.
Shout out Wendy.
Yeah. So
that was a bespoke John built for you by your friend.
I mean, no, she
got
she makes them, but she gave me one.
She used to have a store in Soho.
She used to have she used to have a store on Center Street, and she used to have a
great
store.
Shirting, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
you've been.
And she used to have a store in Williamsburg, and she had a store in LA as well. But then she
Then the recession hit. Thanks,
like-
Obama.
Like 10 years ago or something. She had
Yeah, Obama.
she had a baby,
Oh,
and then she
Obama's?
closed
Thanks, Obama.
her stores.
Obama put a baby in her.
she had a baby.
But now she's making clothes again.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Is
She's
my
back.
point. So
Same-
she's
Like
back.
us, like
So-
us. She's back.
Yeah, she's back. So everybody, she has like a website. She doesn't have stores anymore.
Smart.
but it's
You don't
still,
want that
it's still
overhead.
built by Wendy.
It's still built by Wendy. It's still the same. It probably is somewhat smaller collection, but she's still making
You might
clothes.
say that when
And she moved to LA, so now she
garments.
used to live in Brooklyn. Now she lives in LA.
Cool.
So yeah, it's cool. Check it out, ladies.
Yeah, and buy it for your
It's
girl.
mostly
if you have a girl.
ladies. It's mostly ladies.
She used to do. She used to do men's stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She used to do men's
Did you,
stuff.
did you ever cop a John?
Yeah, this one shirt I had was fucking chef's kiss.
Oh yeah, sorry.
So the jewelry. Do we any
The
special
jewelry,
significance there?
actually, I recently added. I used to have just one of these things, one of these gold necklaces, but then recently, I actually also got this in Tel Aviv.
Is it 2 chains?
It's 2 chains. I have 2 chains. This is
Two
a slightly
chains?
thicker
And I got a
one,
few. Wow.
and I have a pearl ring on it, and I also have a little plastic ring that our daughter Nina made me. And
She's a maker.
How'd
and
she make
she's-
it?
She has my husband Ahad has like a little, it's like it's essentially like a hot glue gun. You can sort of draw with plastic. It's
Oh,
like
nice.
a pen. It's
Like
like
a 3D printer.
Yeah.
yeah, it's like a 3D thing, but it just makes, you can do these like little whatever
Cool.
things. So she made it, but it's too small for my finger, for
Oh.
my fingy. So I
Your fingies and
my,
toesies.
my fingy is too
Your little
small.
piggies.
So yeah, so I just put it on the chain. Yeah.
And the rings?
And the rings. So
Sorry,
this-
the rings on your fingies.
Oh, on my
So what does that do
fingies?
fit?
It's the rings. I mean, the listeners might already be familiar because they're the same ring. Because I'm sure
You've never been on
remember.
throwing fits before, though.
Yeah, true.
Oh, that's true.
This
Yeah.
also is
Clean slate.
This also marks the fact that you cannot write about throwing fits.
True,
Because
but I think
before, there's
right.
no conflict of interest.
Oh
Well, I
no.
think-
Not Sif.
you know,
COI.
Damn, chef, shut it down. We
Yeah.
need the ink.
to be fair, I feel like I'm already too close to you guys.
Probably.
Oh.
Right.
It
right
would be
about
impossible for you to be objective because you love us so much.
Get-
I
We're
love
so good.
you.
Get Remnick on the phone.
Get Remnick on the horn. So yeah. So you're not losing anything. In fact, you're
Right.
gaining.
Right,
Got it.
exactly.
Unless you forget
Addition by subtraction.
Lest we forget the panties.
Yeah.
The whole kit and
Yeah, probably like some CVS thing. I don't know.
You love copying your
Or like
underwear
Gap
where you
or
copy your
something, you know,
prescription.
just
Are you wearing
like-
a shirt under the jumper?
I'm not.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm not.
Nips on cash, just like Chris Black.
Hips on cash.
Nips
He
on
did.
cat.
He did
oh,
bare.
he did.
He did
oh.
no
Loves a
undershirt
bare
on a
shirt
cashmere
on a
Uniqlo.
cashmere.
Well, this
yeah.
isn't cashmere. It's like
Because that wouldn't be
obviously
sustainable.
Right.
Patagonia knows what the fuck is up.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, fit check complete, I think.
Fit check done.
Nice.
We want to do a quick little vibe check.
Sure.
We are currently at Chateau Chef.
The patrons already got the vibe check, but this is now
But
that
this
was
is
behind
the vibe check from
Right, exactly.
Naomi's perspective.
and also
like-
not behind the paywall.
Yeah.
So again, this is the kind of next level content you could get if you give us your fucking money.
How are the vibes?
Okay.
Let's
the
check
vibes in at Chef's Place.
at
Yeah.
Chateau de Chef.
Yeah, please be nice. He was on the fence about having, in his own words, prestige personas over because of
You
the
know what?
scrutiny
I'm
he might come under.
I'm actually pleasantly surprised.
Oh, where did you think the bar was going to be?
Let's start. Yeah, what were you expecting? Let's start.
Well, I said, okay, so James was like, we're going to go to Chef's
Kitchen.
Man's, to Chef's Kitchen. And I said,
Hello, Estate.
and James said, it's in Soho and it's on the same street that Carl from Summer House lives in.
That's right.
And so I got really excited and I said, is Chef rich? And then
Wait, do you think Carl is rich?
well,
by
no.
proximity?
Actually, this is sorry. I misspoke. This is actually separate.
Got
you
it.
know,
So you weren't in traffic. You were just patrolling the block, going up
yeah,
and down
I
looking
was
for
like,
Carl.
where's Carl?
Show me Carl.
Oh, you were going to shut the
um,
radiator off.
Okay, so we're
Yeah.
here in Soho,
So
south of Houston.
so then James said, no,
He's not rich.
he's not rich. And
Not yet.
Well, I mean, he's an upperly mobile young professional.
no, sure, but I was like, is he like? Does he come? You know, I
Oh,
was
like family money.
right. I was like Soho. Oh
Daddy-
wow, does he like
daddy money.
live in like some sort
Who's
of
his
like?
dad? Emerald? Bam!
I was like, what's the situation? I wanted to know, I was like, is this like family
She's a reporter.
money?
She's a reporter.
Yeah.
I mean, I just said, I'm nosy. I want to know. And,
Right. The sleuthing just kicks in.
and James said, no,
He's a broke boy.
no, he's not.
God,
he
he's
lives,
some broke boy.
He carries his lunch money in his penny loafers.
he lives with a roommate. And he was like, the apartment will bring you back to your 20s.
Ooh.
And I said,
Early
oh, okay.
20s.
But so what I imagine you can't even,
It was that bad.
I mean, I didn't know what that meant necessarily.
So Chef, shockingly to me, is, well, why don't you guess his age?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. 26?
Ooh.
I'm 24.
24?
He's doing
Yeah,
well.
well, I mean, it's not like you look old. You just seem, I mean, it's
Right?
not like,
It's how he carries himself, right?
yeah,
No,
you
but it's
seem,
like, who,
you seem
like,
mature.
What 24-year-old is
pennies in
this
his
put
loafers.
together?
Thought he was 80.
Yeah.
So what I want to know, Naomi,
Yes.
and, it is a callback to our early 20s. I want to know what your living and life situation was when you were 24.
Oh, 24.
Let's do a vibe check.
Okay. Oh, so of
Back in
my
time.
back in time? Well, 24, I was
make
still living
Chef
in
feel better
Tel
about
Aviv. I think,
Living in a shotgun shack.
well, 24 was a
queen of the kibbutz.
transitional moment. 24, I was
Sure.
living alone because before that, I was from like, I want to say 21 or 22 to like maybe 23 and a half or
You were
24.
in the army.
I was living with my ex-boyfriend.
Lover? Ooh.
My lover, yeah, who then we broke up, and then I
Aw.
moved to live alone, and this was back
You
in Tel
ditched with a
Aviv.
zero. Got with a hero.
No,
No.
he's great, and we're
Oh.
still friends.
Shout him
But although that took like 20 years to achieve,
to be clear,
to be clear.
2 decades.
So then I feel like at 24, I was already living alone.
That's
I
impressive.
was, it wasn't like
Out of
it was like a one.
necessity?
To live alone.
Like, there, you would know that
Well, I just
I'm messy.
it
the only
wasn't.
person under this bridge.
I mean, it was like a studio essentially.
Okay.
And
Starter pad.
it was
Flat.
it was a rental. Obviously, I'm trying to think. I think it was pretty spare. I had a lot of books, which I was proud of.
Ooh.
That's what
was-
you're spending your disposable income on.
Kind of, I guess.
Your last John and your next John. Both books.
And yeah, but it was pretty bare. Like
Sure.
it wasn't like plush in any way.
From a furniture standpoint.
Yeah, furniture and just, it wasn't like, oh, this is so, like I would always like, I had a futon and I would like sit on it.
Is that where you slept?
That's where I slept.
Damn. Okay.
And every morning you transitioned into
Yeah.
a couch?
It's part of the routine.
It was
basically,
it was
I
a
had a
transitionary time.
desk. I'm not sure I even had a couch, Like I feel like I had a futon, I had a desk, I had
TV?
like, a TV.
Okay.
I
iPhone?
had
iPhone 11?
No, I'm old. That was before the iPhone. Are you kidding
This is like
me?
2012 we're talking?
Yeah,
Yeah.
2012. Yeah, I'm trying to think. So it wasn't like disgusting. It was totally
Okay.
fine, but it wasn't.
Are you a messy or neat person?
I'm
Tweener?
somewhere in the middle.
Sure.
Probably.
Disorganized.
Yeah, a
Not
little
messy.
disorganized. A little disorganized.
Messy but not dirty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
messy but not
Chaotic.
dirty. Not really chaotic. Somewhere in the
Evil.
Chaotic neutral.
middle. Chaotic neutral. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, that was the vibe check of that time.
Lawrence?
I
what were
was
you at
very
24?
lonely.
Oh, really? That's sad.
Jesus.
Well, that's depressing. All right, let's move on.
Yeah.
Chef, also, ladies.
Ladies, if you
Well,
want
he
to.
did have to go and see about a girl the other night.
Yo,
We'll cut that. We'll cut that.
alone.
We'll cut that.
At 24, I was transitioning my living situation from a crash pad. No, not a crash pad, I should say. A bachelor pad with my best friend Brian within a stone's throw from the federal penitentiary in Rahway. And I was going between there, moving to Hoboken.
Oh, is that where you saw
in
Max
an
B?
area that's where?
That's where Max B got locked up, right?
I don't know. I didn't see him. I didn't like visit
No, not
Max
see
B.
him, but-
Though I should have. That would have been my civic duty to
Yeah.
follow up with the Wave God. And I was moving from Rahway, transitioning from there to Hoboken, New Jersey,
Rahway.
in an
It's
area
that
that
way.
would later be decimated by Hurricane Sandy.
Oh, yeah. She was flooded.
I had no furniture either. Just all where you had books. All Johns, baby.
Right.
And I really didn't even I was like, I'm a big I don't even unpack really when I move. Like
Yeah.
like my
Yeah.
I remember my wife,
Stay in boxes.
my now wife, but we were dating at the time, and she was like, yo, you should unpack. You've lived in Hoboken for like a year. We should probably, or a year plus, we should probably unpack.
Wait, you were already dating then?
Yeah, we started dating. My wife Jenna visited me in Rahway, New Jersey, and that's real
Wow.
love.
Wow.
She stayed over there.
Wow.
And Rahway is garbage. So
And
there's
then,
no reason besides me to come through.
Wait, so when did you move? So you moved to the city only out or
Hoboken.
to
I moved to
Brooklyn?
Hoboken and lived with my buddy Brian,
Hoboken.
and Jenna had her own place in the city.
Yeah.
She lived in the West Village, and eventually she moved in with us, which was really cool of my buddy to allow that. And obviously
What?
it helps with the rent. And then the three of us, like on some sitcom shit, lived in Hoboken, and then Jen and I moved together to the Upper West Side and eventually to Brooklyn.
Upper West Side. I didn't know
Upper
that.
West
I lived there for 5 years.
5 years?
Yeah, on the Upper West Side. Yeah.
Wow. Where?
81st in Amsterdam.
That's nice.
Yeah. Awesome area.
I like the Upper West Side.
Fifth floor walk up, pre-war building.
Right by the Trader Joe's. Whole Foods?
Right by Zabar, literally around the corner from Zabar's. And just like Chef's Place, the big negative about where I lived up West Side, it was cave, back of the building, facing inside, like just no natural light.
Kind of love that.
Super
though.
depressing. No, dude, you
sleep so
think that?
long.
Oh yeah,
Sleep so long, though.
literally sleep forever. That's what I mainly did for 5 years is sleep.
I
Right.
hate how well lit my apartment is right now.
You hate it?
I wish I.
I love it, dude. I want to be blasted by the sun, bust down my old shit. What about you?
I was living at 24. I was basically there's an apartment that kind of was rotated around a bunch of like college grads and college friends, and like everyone
the
lived there for
family.
like a year or two. Some lived there for like 3 or 4. But I did it a year when I was 24.
Where was it?
Park Slope, 6th Avenue in Garfield, 4th floor walk up, 4 dudes, 1 bathroom. The tub did not drain.
Oh no.
It'd be like up to your calves.
And
by the
how?
time you're done showering.
And then it would drain?
Eventually, yeah.
Yeah.
Slow drip.
Yes. Mattress on the floor, all inherited furniture. So it was like there was like a denim couch with like a back sweat stain on it. My window looked out onto a shaft where there's a baby in its room like across the way. So you're not doing too bad, chef.
Yeah. Yeah, that means a lot for coming from us, I'm sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Vibe check complete.
Vibe check complete.
Yeah.
Good.
Shouts out to the chef, dude.
Nomi,
You love to see it.
like we said at the top, you're the queen of culture. I don't know, the Hans Zimmer of highbrow. That was like the classiest H person I could find.
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
that's
The princess of prestige personas. You have exquisite taste. You are just like this 2020 is like premier observer of pop culture and like what's hot, what's not, what's cool, what's not. But also like you don't
High
disqualify anything. You have great taste.
oh,
I'm trying to
okay.
say.
Yeah,
Thank
you are quite accepting, it seems like.
I'm pretty
And so-
accepting, I think.
What we want to know from you is what you're fucking with, what you're not fucking with. In this
Oh.
segment, we call "Fuck With Not Fuck With."
It's a working
Okay.
title.
We're still working on the title. You're a writer. Maybe you could help us with that.
Right.
We're gonna throw some categories at you.
Oh God.
And you
I
tell us
didn't. I
what-
should have prepared.
In those categories,
okay.
you're fucking with what you're not fucking
Speak
with.
from the heart, off
Okay.
the dome.
First
Okay.
up, brands. What brands, are you fucking with?
Brands.
CVS.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
For all your
right.
undergarment needs.
I don't know. I've
And
actually turned to. I know this is not a new thing, but I've turned to Patagonia.
Really?
Recently. Yeah.
Because
yesterday.
of the sustainability
Goes with your
shit?
Subaru.
No.
Just the vibe.
Just about.
Same. I mean, same, dude. Honestly, I'm not having kids. You know, no offense to your daughter, but fuck the planet, man. I don't give a shit. It just looks. It just looks cool.
Yeah. Yesterday, in fact, I bought for the first time. I didn't realize that Goodwill had a website.
Really?
Yes.
Breaking news. I didn't
So
know that
that's
either.
I fuck with that now. If you
Oh,
have
shit.
like a
Goodwill.com.
website, if you have
Isn't it a bidding?
yeah.
system?
It's mostly bidding, which
Okay.
I have to say I don't fuck with usually because it makes me too nervous.
You want the buy
Fuck
now
eBay.
option?
I always buy now, or I've bid in the past, but like I mean I'm on eBay. This was
Yes,
the first time I
right.
used the Goodwill site, but it makes me too nervous. I'm not a gambler by heart. I like to, I feel like I'll always lose. I can't accept the loss. When I lose, or I can accept it, but it like bums me out. I feel like I could have done something different.
How expensive are the items on the Goodwill website that you're bidding on?
Well, I mean, they're not very expensive, and a lot of it is obviously like bad,
Sure.
But it kind of like I was like, oh, I googled I don't know how I ended up on it, but I was like, oh shit. Like, and they do have the buy now option for some of the stuff.
What are you chasing after?
Well,
Goodwill?
this is literally last night.
Okay.
This is like a first. But what I did end up buying for $40 is a sort of like windbreakery type jacket in green from Patagonia.
Oh, nice. A vintage piece.
Yeah, a vintage piece. So I mean, I might get it and it'll be like horrible.
This might,
but
for the Johns enthusiasts at home, who knows what kind of fucking next level hidden gems are on Goodwill.com because people don't know what they have.
Yo, someone sent me a link. They were selling a pair of. I thought I had one of ones, the
On Goodwill?
Popeyes Air Force Ones on
Oh,
Goodwill, and
yeah.
someone sent me a link of fucking Popeyes Air Force Ones, and I was flabbergasted.
That's the second pair that has ever come.
They were currently at like $12 on auction. They ended up selling for like 100 and something.
Wow.
which is still low, right?
No, a lot for
Or
fake.
no.
They're
Yeah.
fake Nikes.
Yeah.
They're bootlegs. So.
Right.
Yeah, but also the photos were like oddly like,
Love those sneakers from Popeyes.
Yum.
what other Gonya?
Oh,
Are you
well,
popping?
you know what I'm wearing now? I got
Wait, Chuck, what?
I was the whole time I was wondering like who's shooting the e-com for Goodwill? Like what are the products?
You looking for a side hustle?
How does that look? What does
I mean, it doesn't look
like,
good.
though? Okay.
to be clear, it looks
So
like
it's like
shit.
Craigslist.
It's
type
like yeah, it's like total snapshot. Like, I mean, they're fine, they're serviceable, but it's not like this.
It's not like expertly merchandised.
no, it's really not.
Well, no,
which is
I'd
part
be-
of
Is it better selling than Essence?
Is it better than the real?
which is kind of
Youpes?
which is kind of fun.
Oh yeah,
No.
it adds to the charm,
Essence?
right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the windbreaker.
No, I mean Goodwill. Like, you know, the fact that it's sort of shitty.
Got it.
the windbreaker that you bought, was it on a mannequin? Was it on a person that works at Goodwill? Like, what was the product?
I
Show?
think it was on a.
model.
I think it was on a mannequin because you could sort of see.
It's like one arm. It's like
How it
whatever.
fit,
a mannequin
I
that was
guess.
also for sale at Goodwill.
I mean, I might get it and it won't fit me, and you know, and it'll look really bad
Damn,
in person.
it sounds like a fucking spite. Well, now we know what the last John was, so we'll have to move past it one level.
We'll freak out. We'll freak it.
Yeah. So this is my latest John. Yeah.
Goodwill.com. You heard it here first.
What else besides Gonya are you fucking with?
And Goodwill.
I haven't.
Do you fuck with the
been-
Patagonia food,
The beer.
the provisions?
No, I did not
Oh,
even
yeah,
know
dude.
about this.
Oh, yeah. You could live a
It's
whole
great.
Patagonia life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to go
Patagonia-
that far.
No, the Patagonia food is like chef's kiss.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Like what?
It's like smoked salmon, but it's not like lox. It's like smoked to preserve it, and it's like in like a little
Oh.
baggie. It's for like camping and shit.
Right.
It's like jerky.
I don't
They
count.
do a lot of jerky,
I don't
but
count.
it's like a lemon
No
pepper
interest.
salmon.
Yeah.
That sounds good,
I've had
though.
the beer. The beer's pretty good.
Beer's good.
I mean, I would eat and drink at home.
Yeah. No, I'm not fucking. I'm not going to
We're not expecting you to like.
Yeah.
I'm not going to the Bowery, Patagonia to like buy camping provisions.
This past summer I
That's for Snow Peak.
ended up in a tent
God forbid.
against my will.
Was it
Yeah,
a
for
circus?
sure.
You were kidnapped
Yeah.
by the circus?
No, I just we have friends who have like some land in rural Vermont, and every summer they camp out
Okay.
there.
For
And
how
so-
long? For an extended period of time?
I mean, they camp for an extended period of time,
Damn.
and they have like some, you know, I mean, they have like an arrangement there, and you know, they have sort of
Did you see
like
Bernie?
solar panel.
Did you
What
see Bernie up there?
I did not,
Oh,
and so then, Ohad and Nina have gone past summers just for like a couple nights or like 2 or 3 nights or something to.
Father-daughter trip. Bonding.
Well, they always wanted me to come, and I was always
Oh.
like, no,
hell no.
hell no.
Go bond.
Yeah.
Without me.
No, and it's like it's rare that we travel well, I guess like it's rare that one of us travels with Nina separately.
Right,
like
right.
that we usually go as
Because
a
like
family.
you will travel for your work or your husband will travel for work.
Right, exactly, but not like
Not like a
with-
family vacation minus one of the triumvirate.
Yeah, it's weird. So that was the only exception. And this summer they were finally like, it's so beautiful up there, like you should try it. And I was like, okay, fine. And then we went, and it was very beautiful. But I'm
You're not built for this
I'm
camping
not
shit.
built. I'm not built for it. You
what about
guys,
it
I wish
don't
I
you-
was.
what
I wish
about
I
it don't
were.
you like?
Yeah, how much time do we have?
Is it the bugs?
Everything.
The dirt?
Pissing in the woods?
Yeah, just like this complete
What was
discomfort.
the shitting situation?
Yeah.
There's an outhouse.
Thank God.
And it's like that thing.
Was
It's
there
like
Wi-Fi?
it's like no Wi-Fi. It's like super.
What's the service? Is the
It's
service
like bad.
Oh,
no.
no.
trash.
No, it's like very rural. It's like it's super dark. Like if you want to like go pee during pee, you can pee outside the tent.
Sure.
Like it's fine. But like if you need to poop,
Pee in the tent.
it's not. I mean,
What about
the whole thing-
what about like camping like Gorpy fits? You get any fits off?
No.
Damn.
The cone you hadn't hit from Goodwill yet.
No. This is really. It's not the. I just.
This is real
feel-
roughing it. This isn't glamping.
I mean, people
In my yurt.
people like it, and it is very beautiful, and I can see why people would like it. But I think I realized that I like nature when I have like a shower
And cell phone service.
and
So
cell
you can get
phone
those grams
service.
off.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. I wish I was the type of person who liked to camp. Like I feel like I would be
You're not
much
into roughing
healthier.
it. That's normal. I don't want to go camping
Yeah.
ever either, you know?
Yeah, I just feel like I would be like probably more psychologically healthy if I were the sort of person who was like,
Let's go hiking.
yeah, let's go hiking.
Sure.
Let's be in the tent. But I'm not.
Damn.
So I disappointed the family.
Well,
Because they love it.
And it's not like they're like super campers, but they really like this particular
they want
thing.
you to enjoy it too.
Yes, they really did.
That's so much pressure.
I
That's
know,
too
they
much
really
pressure.
did.
were they upset that he didn't, or were they like understanding?
I mean, they were. I think my husband. I think a little upset, but they were also understanding. They know me. Like it's fine.
They know me.
Yeah.
They know me. Yeah,
If you know me, you know me.
exactly.
Damn.
App title.
Any other brands you're fucking with at the moment?
Ooh.
Your homie, what's her name? Susan Alexander.
Oh yeah,
No,
that's true. I do love
Yeah.
Susan, and I got a bag from her.
did you model in her?
Not
her
in this
show?
most recent one, but the one.
That's right. Professional model. Naomi
When you
Fry.
said I
That's
got a
true.
bag from her, I thought she like gave you a job.
Yeah.
I was like,
Your brain
dang.
broke, dude. Your brain's broken.
No, she gave me one of her
Your big old brain.
bags. It's
broken.
true. I do love Susan, and she gave me a bag, and she gave Nina a bag.
Oh,
So we have, like, a
that's
mother-daughter-
fucking Pro, dude. That's
Yeah.
pro as fuck.
And
The
that's
same,
really nice.
same bag.
No, we each chose.
Oh,
I
even
chose
better.
one that's it's like a leopard print crossbody
Cool.
beaded thing, and Nina chose a bag that's called the seltzer bag because it's like it's a little sort of white sparkly thing with like some color in there.
Were you impressed by your daughter's choice of John? Were you like,
Yeah.
damn, chip off the old block?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they're all awesome.
Baby's
So
first
she-
John.
Yeah, baby's first John.
How old is she?
She will be 9 in May.
Whoa,
Damn.
is she getting
Not
fits
a
off?
baby anymore.
She is sometimes like I know she just got sent actually the cactus store.
Yeah, the Bernie
So-
2020.
Right. So they sent her a shirt.
Cool.
So she's wearing that shirt. That's pretty cool.
Damn, that's
She gets a lot of free
clout
she's on-
for mom.
Yeah.
She's on Flow Team
Wow.
Yeah. And
for a lot of these brands.
and
That's sick. At 9,
and what else?
it gets worse.
What else did she get?
Union Jordans.
I'm trying to think. Well, I buy her like Vans and stuff.
yeah.
You know. But she's not like one of those like gross, the kids you see in like
Oh, come on. Yeah.
the cool kids.
Ugh. Disgusting.
Disgusting.
Fuck them kids.
And
Yeah.
It's like they outgrow it. It's like, oh, you're going to buy your kid like whatever, an off-white clout pack.
Right. Horrible.
A Birkin.
Absolutely
A
horrible.
baby Birkin.
Is your daughter on TikTok?
No.
Does she
no,
listen to this podcast?
No.
Okay. Is she going to listen to this podcast? To this episode?
Probably not.
Yeah,
No.
probably not.
And she's like so not I mean, she's interested to an extent, but like she's not totally she's like sort of curious, but then she doesn't have any patience at all to
About
like
John's?
no
or, like,
about
media?
like whatever. Like if I'm like
Content?
yeah, like if I'm like on a podcast or if I write something and it's like, or if I like sometimes I try to impress her and I'm like, look, Nina, here's my name at like on like in the magazine
Sure,
or whatever.
sure.
And she's like, yeah.
It's only talk of the town, Mom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. She's like, where's the
Aim
feature?
higher, mom.
Where's the feature? Where's your next feature?
Yeah, right.
No, she doesn't really say that, but she's also not. but,
Where's the
she's,
feature, Mom?
but she's also not interested, which is totally normal and
Yeah, because she's 9.
Because who
She
cares?
can't, she can't afford a subscription.
Yeah.
She's
That
also
paywall
like,
be hitting.
that's not. Although she is very interested when she gives me like certain insights, and I'm like, I'm going to use that. And
Oh,
she's
sure.
like, yeah, or she's like,
make sure you
say
add me on
that,
IG.
yeah, make sure,
Tag me.
yeah. Like I've mentioned her a couple times, and I was like,
You're writing?
yeah, like oh, my daughter happened to whatever,
Sure.
and she said this and that.
What do you think of these media people that like do like the fake thing? Like, oh, my son today woke up and said, Donald Trump, you're fucking canceled. You ever see that? Like people do like the fake shit. It's like using their kids for fucking clout. You know,
Yeah,
it's
the
not
worst.
true.
Yeah,
I hate
it's,
that
it's
shit.
it's the worst.
You ever done that though?
Definitely not that.
Okay, good. No
No.
wave riders, no free clout.
One of my favorite Nina related tweets is when you said that she asked you what it was like when she threw up from your perspective.
Yeah, that was amazing because she's a genius. So she was like, she threw up and then she kept wanting to talk about it. And she was like, oh my God. Like,
exploring trauma. It's important.
yeah, like, remember when I threw up? Like, wow, it was like
That was fucking tight.
like it splattered all over the floor, whatever. And then finally there was like nothing more to say, you know? And then she goes, Mommy, what was it like from your perspective when I threw up?
Is throwing up just running in the family?
This all ties back to you throwing up in
At
was my
Odeon.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, shit. Do we have to save that for fucking...
No, it's fine. I'll just ask it now.
Would you rather your story of throwing up at the Odeon be before the paywall or after the paywall? Should we give that away for free?
Let's give it away for free.
Yeah, I mean, the story is that basically I just drank too much.
What were you drinking at the Odeon?
I was drinking
French 75s.
Okay, I'll say this. It started. So I was at work, and
At the Content Tower.
I was at the Content Tower. It was Friday, and for some reason there was like a kind of like a drinks at work, which never happened.
Really?
Whoa.
This was like towards the end of the day, so it was like 5:30 or
like
something.
in the kitchen, just
Or just
bar
yeah,
car-
it's
like
like
bar
around
cart?
like some. It was like there's there were like snacks and drinks and people were sort of mingling. It was a very
Was this
brief
just
and
New
nice.
Yorker? Or was this
No, just New Yorker.
Okay.
Yeah, just at the office. And
none of these
and
dumb
so-
people allowed?
and you know whoever bought that stuff, they bought it with their own money because you can't accept any type of free gifts at New York.
Yeah. People brought in stuff.
Did you fight for this in the union? Drinks at 5 every Friday?
No, I don't think. I think it was like I somehow
Fight for your right to party, dude.
I'm not at the office that often, so I think I missed whatever like
Flex.
organizational
Sure.
push there was to do this drinks thing. And
All
so
that
there was drinks,
bullshit.
and then of course, because it's always fun like to drink at work and it doesn't happen that often,
There's a novelty factor there for sure.
it's a novelty
What are
factor.
you guys drinking?
So I drank, I think I had one glass. It was like plastic cups, so I had like one
Hell
cup
yeah.
of white wine, and then I had
Damn.
like one shot of whiskey or something.
Like
So
a shot, like you threw it back?
No, I didn't throw it back, but I just mean in terms of
Sure,
the
the amount.
size, the amount.
One finger,
fingers.
two fingers.
Two fingers of scotch.
Oh my
Yeah, I don't remember what it was, but anyway, so I was
Drambuie.
already a little tipsy, and then I went to Odeon to have dinner with a friend, and then I had first we sat at the bar, and I had a couple of vodka sodas.
Nice.
Whoa.
And then I think like
Just lay the foundation for the evening.
but then I feel like I don't know what it was. I just went too hard. Like I think
You went hard in the motherfucking paint.
Went turbo.
I think the next drink
Went
is what
super
pushed me
turbo.
over the edge.
Sure.
And I think it was also it must have been another vodka soda, I think. But then I just like at some point I was like, oh shit, I don't feel so good, and I went down to the bathroom.
You hadn't eaten yet.
I was we had just gotten the food, kind of. Yeah, I didn't.
that was
right,
the issue.
I
yeah.
didn't, and so then I just like threw up in the bathroom, and I spent a long time there.
Yikes.
And then
Were you tweeting about it as it happened?
Live tweeting this
No,
instance?
no, I wasn't. But I was trying to keep it together, and I felt sort of ashamed that I couldn't hold my. There's that shame.
You were
factor.
embarrassed in
I was
front of your friends?
embarrassed. Well, I felt like probably people in the restaurant were seeing. I just felt like bashful about it.
that staff writer from the
And-
New Yorker?
Was that Naomi Fry?
And then and then I
like a lightweight.
I stumbled back upstairs, and then I think I felt better.
Good.
But then I think, in order to not feel ashamed about it, I was like, I'm going to make this into a bid.
You got to own it, right? You got to own it.
Got to
Lean
own
in.
it.
Lean
Yeah.
in.
Get him.
So I just leaned
Yeah.
into it.
Control the narrative before the narrative controls you.
Exactly.
Like
That's
no one
why
can
I
accuse me of this. No one could be like, "Was that actually Naomi Fry puking at the Odeon?"
like,
If
yeah,
it's
check the timeline.
She's tweeted about it 100 times.
Yes.
Check the timeline.
it definitely was her. 'Cause she
Yes.
tweeted about it. Nice.
So
Good for you,
so
man.
yeah. So that's the story.
All right.
And then since then, I feel like I know I have been drinking since, but not to I haven't gotten
Not till
drunk.
You
Vomit
hung over the
levels.
next day. Because like I don't know about you, I can't party even remotely close to like how I used to be. So
I feel like I probably, what I did? I think and I didn't get home that late. I got home at like 11 or something, and I like stumbled in, and then I was like, okay, I'm going to go to bed. So it was fairly early. And then I woke up to pee at like 5 or something, and I was like, oh shit.
Ooh.
And I was like, okay, I'm going
early onset hangover.
to take an Advil now.
Smart.
So when I woke up after at a more normal hour, I was okay. It wasn't
Oh.
terrible.
All right.
Yeah.
We also got a lot of sleep.
Dodged a bullet.
I got some sleep.
It was, Saturday morning, right?
Yeah.
Sleep in a little bit.
Mhm.
Treat yourself.
Wow. All right, Chuck. Did that story live up to your expectations?
Yeah. What did you order?
I
only ever
ordered-
had an omelet.
At Odeon?
I work nearby. That's why I saw you that one time.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we did see each other.
Food
but
there is
that was
really
in the
good.
morning.
Yeah.
I feel like people
think
want to go
I
there
had
because
some
it's
sort of
institutional.
salad. I think I had a salad,
Really?
which probably
Great pasta.
wasn't,
Great pastas.
which probably wasn't really doing it for the
Didn't like
amount
soak
of,
up any of the booze.
Yeah, for
exactly.
sure.
It didn't soak up.
Unless there's some nice croutons or something. I
You
don't
need
know.
like steak frites
Yeah.
or something,
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was feeling gross. That's
Sure,
the thing.
sure.
So I was like, okay, I'm going to take it easy. But it was neither here nor there. I should have like eaten well or not at all. So
Well,
It's
thank
like
you.
Chuck
Thank you.
before boys only, right? You got to fucking make sure your tummy
Oh
is,
my
is
god,
stocked.
that was
Which
that was
time?
bad.
The first time or the second
Both
time?
times.
Both
bro.
times.
wait, so it was twice already?
We've had 2 boys only episodes.
Okay.
Chuck got pretty litty.
I just
both
get drunk to
times.
the point of like wanting to cry, like and telling everyone
What
how
do you
much
drink?
I love them.
What do you drink?
White
Whatever
Claw.
they-
White Claw
whatever they-
Natty.
A whole paw full of White Claws.
Whatever
White
they
Claw,
bring.
White Claw natural wine.
Yeah. Yeah, it's speaking like high low. That's what we're all
It's
about
White
too.
Claw and a chilled Beaujolais.
Wow.
It was
Yeah.
really good. got
Any of the brands you're
wasted.
fucking with?
Let's move on. I feel like I've
Okay. All right.
hell yeah.
Brands,
No,
you're not,
I'm just-
brands you're not fucking with.
Oh my God.
Drag 'em.
Oh, I'm so bad. Why am I on this like podcast that's
Well, they don't need
about
to be
like
fashion brands, right?
Yeah.
It could be just brands that
Oh.
affect your life, like Subaru, brand you're fucking with. Patagonia.
Right.
Trump ties.
Oh, you know what I would really like? This is just like since we're talking about like, I would love ideally to have a Toyota. What's that Jeep called? That's really cool. The Land
The
Cruiser.
Land Cruiser.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Very bad for the environment.
Yeah. I mean, I would never, this is just like,
Okay.
But it looks
aesthetic.
dope.
It looks
Like
amazing.
a old like 80s or 70s
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. Yeah. It looks
It's a,
amazing.
it's a mood. It's a whole schmood.
It's a whole mood. There's
it's a vibe.
There's a couple in my neighborhood. There's one sort of like a block away
The
from
really
me that's
schmoody one
kind
is
of-
You're talking about vintage, like a vintage joint.
Yeah, yeah,
The really moody one is the Defender.
Yeah.
oh, the Defender.
That's a Land Rover, though. We're
No, it's
talking
a Toyota.
about no a Defender is.
It's like the. Trust me, I'm
Okay.
also a car blogger.
There's one that's sort of like
Wolf.
beige, a couple blocks from me, and then there's one that's a little bit farther out, and it's a beautiful blue, and I just love looking at it.
nice.
What
yeah.
color is your car?
It's silver,
Oh, the Silver Bullet.
Any
silver bullet.
any
Yeah.
bumper stickers?
Oh yeah,
No,
Princess on board.
No.
Coexist.
Yeah,
No.
coexist.
No bumper.
It came with the
stickers.
car.
No bumper stickers.
Really?
Yeah, that's
Got to
interesting.
throw a Bernie 2020 on there.
I
bitch.
should. I should actually, and I actually have one. So
Oh, ready to go.
yeah, that's actually a good
Slap that
idea.
bitch
Locked,
on.
locked and loaded.
Yeah. Oh, what else? I also I do like
Supreme
the
box logo too, right there.
I do like the cactus store Bernie shirt. I've been enjoying it.
Do you have every piece of like dope Bernie merch?
No,
There's a
not
lot.
at all.
What do you have? You have a Rage Against the Machine?
No, I don't. I just
That's-
have the cactus
That's
store.
cum
Okay.
tees, right? That's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
new
yeah.
one.
Yeah,
that's
the cum tees
I gotta
one.
cop that. That one's
Yeah.
fire.
You just
That's
re-released
very
them.
cool.
Yeah,
They
Are you
have a
gonna get
black
the-
one
are you
too.
gonna
I
get
saw
the
today
black,
that they
yeah.
have a
Are
black
you going to
one.
get the Strokes logo flip?
fire.
That is pretty cool. Yeah.
Bernie really has the best merch, which is why he should be president.
Yeah.
On top of all of the other reasons, but
That's
just
a great-
foundationally for everyone
Yeah.
listening to this podcast who can only relate to things typically in terms of John's.
Yes.
It's
That's
like-
why Bernie deserves.
It's like
your
how
vote.
Yes.
it's like how Kanye just wanted to elevate the standard of taste across the board with Yeezy. That's what Bernie's going to do with merch.
Wait,
and
Kanye
healthcare.
walked so Bernie could run.
Oh shit!
Wow.
Get that merch popping.
So all the little children can fly.
You already
What
know
about
the
trends,
fucking
Naomi? What
vibes.
trends are you fucking with?
Trends.
Not even related to clothing either. It could be just anything lifestyle.
Okay, I'll tell you what I'm not fucking with.
Ooh, flipping the script.
Like
a bad bitch.
The Bloomberg campaign
Oh,
shenanigans.
bro.
The worst.
I saw you shitting on the fucking terrible jokes.
So terrible.
What? Who is getting paid? What fucking hack
So
is getting paid to do
embarrassing.
such a bad job?
The
It's
bizarre
an
thing.
insult to humor.
Did you see the it's satire tweet too? It's like,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
everyone
like,
knows these
yeah,
aren't
of
real
course
because they're
it's-
so bad.
Yeah, it's so bad.
The really bizarre thing that came out today was they did a whole thread of local Bloomberg campaign headquarters
my
that
God.
were vandalized.
With the Flint, Michigan.
Yeah, Flint, Michigan, like had someone
How
put up a sign that
tone
says,
deaf.
"Eat the rich." Someone is spray painted like racist oligarch, and it's like, yo, thank you.
Weird
for
flex, but
thank you
okay.
for pointing out how much everyone across the country fucking hates you.
Yeah,
Well,
totally.
you know what they're trying to do? It's they're trying to tie it back to like Bernie Bros.
They're trying to tie it back to Bernie
obviously,
Bros. The
which is
best
insane.
though, was that somebody in the Bernie headquarters in Seattle was like, yo, someone threw a rock through our window last night, but guess what? We didn't fucking publicize it because we're not fucking preening little bitches.
You said that?
No, that was just
That's James paraphrasing.
yeah.
But
Jimmy 2024.
But the amount of money they spent on these fucking billboards and the joke writers, like, how about just donating the money to Flint, Michigan?
So
Like, we just do that. We don't have to, like,
just offer Trump $1 billion to leave office.
Totally.
Just do that.
Do it. Just do it.
You think he would take it?
Yes. Are you kidding me?
All right, I'm done. I retire.
Yeah.
He needs
So
it.
you're not fucking with the
Not-
Bloomberg.
not fucking with the
What about
Bloomberg
politics entering the meme arena? Because this is a first
Yeah.
for like true memes, not like disinformation
Yes.
and like Russian troll farms.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
you
I
know,
guess if you do
Facebook
it
and Twitter having to
well-
update their rules, saying that it's okay now for memes to exist, paid for by politicians.
Right. I mean, I guess,
Memes with an agenda.
listen, if it's someone I agree with and it's funny, then it's fine.
Then it rocks.
But
And
I
if it's
disagree
someone
with
I
them,
disagree
fuck
with and it's not funny, fuck
get him out of this country.
Trash. Deport this
I'm a
motherfucker.
journalist.
Deport fuck Jerry DeMars. I've been saying it. Let's get him out of here.
Blast off.
Um,
Any other trends you're fucking with or not fucking with?
this is always the worst because I can never remember anything. It's so terrible. I should have like prepared. Can you remind me what I like? I'm trying to
I
think.
don't know.
It's so stressful.
We can move on.
Yeah.
We can
Let's
move on
move
to
on.
footwear.
Okay,
Yeah.
footwear.
Sneakers, particularly.
Well, you know what I like.
What do you
Vans,
like?
Vans,
What
all
do you-
kinds
Should I
of
bring?
Vans.
Should I talk about like the
Are there,
whole
well, real
discussion?
quick, are there any other sneakers you like besides the Vans?
Well,
that you
I
wear?
do like. You know what? I have a friend who I noticed.
Congrats. Cool. I have Anne Fred.
I noticed he was wearing. His name is Patrick. Hi, Patrick. He has been wearing
Patrick.
white sneakers that look sort of like Reeboks, but they're Mephisto.
Oh, a high-end sneaker.
Yeah, and I liked it. And I recently, they're not new to him.
No,
I think he's
yeah.
been wearing them for a while. But
That's
I,
some OG shit. Like,
Yeah.
But I-
pre-sneakerhead sneaker.
I
shit.
enjoyed it, and that looked really cool to me.
They have like the metal aisle. It's kind of like more like the classic style. It looks kind of like a hiking boot vamp, kind of. But then it has like it's like a sneaker, like the metal
It's a
aglets
sneaker,
or eyelets or whatever they're called.
Yeah,
Didn't they do the Apple shoe?
Well, with no, but Concepts collabed with
Got it.
Mephisto to do like a flip on
Yes.
the Steve Jobs Apple. Well, I guess Steve Jobs wasn't there when they did those, but anyway, yeah.
I would say that
That's true.
anything that's like kind of iconically itself, I like. So like all the classic, just like a classic, Shelto, Adidas, anything that's like.
You like iconic items.
I like
Or
iconic. I do
garments.
I like the Clarks Larry is wearing.
Do you wear Clarks?
I don't, but I was thinking of
You
actually.
should get a pair of
You should get a
Wallabies.
pair of
Yes,
these.
I want
They look even
Wallabies.
better on
and,
a tiny little lady's foot.
and I've been thinking about blue, maybe.
Ooh,
Like what? Like what type of
Ghostface.
blue? Like navy, powder blue,
No, there's like
baby blue,
No, like there's a blue that's sort of more like
like the Toyota Defender.
yeah, like the Toyota. Yeah, it's like it's not navy. It's a little lighter,
Royal.
maybe royal.
someone get Pantone on the horn.
Yeah, but yeah, I like Clark's.
You have my full. I think you have Throwing Fitz's entire endorsement.
If
We
you
love
want,
Clarks.
we
Clarks.
can set you up with the Clark's plug.
We got the plug. Maybe the plug would love a little juice from you on social media.
I don't know if I can
you
do that.
can. You can.
I can't
That's
really.
Right.
I've been offered things and I've had to ignore.
What's the most expensive thing you've been offered that you had to turn down? A free college
So
education
far-
for Nina?
Or the
I mean,
thing you wanted the most.
Yeah. I mean, there was a point where I was tweeting about like considering wearing Tivas. And then I got two different, like I got
Regional Tevas
DM'd.
reps.
Yeah. One was Tiva, I think. And one was some other, one of those like sand, like
Choco?
funky. Yeah. Chacos. Yeah.
Oh shit.
And
Our
they,
friends, our close personal
Well,
friends.
not
at
yet.
Chaco.
They're not our.
I mean,
personal
this was
friends
like
yet.
this was last summer, and they were like, "Naomi, we'd love to set you up with this," and I
Oh.
just left on like I didn't.
What do you think of?
Oh damn! You didn't even have the courtesy to say I unfortunately cannot accept this.
I mean, I don't follow them, so it was one of those things where they DM.
Oh, and
It
you're like,
wasn't.
I can't even accept this request.
I just didn't want to. I felt like I would
you
be
would be-
remiss to
can't take-
engage.
You'd be so tempted to. I need those free Tivas.
You can't
Yeah,
take the pen. What do you think of Ezra Koenig wearing Chacos to accept his Grammy?
Oh, is that a thing?
Yes.
Oh,
On the red- yeah.
like
He
sandals.
wore
Yeah, white socks.
and he wore white socks and
Black
Chaco
Chacos.
sandals to the Grammys and accepted
Um,
his Grammy.
I mean, that
They're
sounds.
Grammy Vampire Weekend.
That's I wouldn't have to
Chef was there.
look, but it's really.
He's the 5th member of Vampire Weekend.
He was on stage.
But it sounds pretty good. Oh, also, of course, like Birkenstocks always.
Boston's?
Yeah. What's the one with the two?
Arizona.
Arizona, but the one with the back strap.
That's also
too.
the Arizona, but with the, or is it? I don't know. But I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Check
Camp
that.
Counselor 4s.
Check that
Yeah.
Twitter thread from Grandpa.
Yeah. So always, I like wearing them with
So the
socks.
classic shit.
The classic shit.
Are you aware? Does it come across your timeline or your radar of just like the crazy hyped sneakers? Like when Virgil
Not
drops a
really.
fucking
I mean,
Jordan?
sometimes I see, when you guys posted about we got this like Union X like Jordans or whatever for free, then I see that, but I don't really follow.
High five.
But I don't really follow, the sneaker because again, it's like I'm not. I mean, I think there are some that look cool, but I don't know really a whole lot about
It's
it.
not your shit.
It's not my
your
shit.
beat.
Yeah.
What about this notion? And I don't know if this is something that you're aware of,
hmm
but we talk about the post sneaker world all the time.
Yeah.
Which is at least where Lawrence and I are sitting, and Chuck and Chef.
Okay.
The hype cycle of sneakers is just unsustainable. It's
Right.
a bubble that's going to pop soon. And
But
so
how
what
long
we're saying
has it been going on?
It's
Like
embarrassing.
so long.
Well, it's been going strong for the past 2-3 years now. Like,
But even longer?
nuclear.
But I think
Okay.
the backlash is becoming more prominent. Like
Okay.
our boy Caramonica put it
Mhm.
so aptly in the Times the other day.
How many times are you going to quote this?
I don't know, but it's just a great.
It is a
quote.
great take.
It was wonderful. It was like the eyes.
What
of
did
the
he
ears
say?
at the front of the face type shit.
That's what you're comparing it to?
He said that like sneakers and streetwear have become this sort of like
It's an online game, and the winners who like learn how to game the system,
Like the losers.
all they win is the chance to profit off selling those garments to the losers.
Right.
Which is true. I mean, that's what it is.
Shakespearean.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, of course I fuck with online ceramics.
Oh, right. Your
And
boys.
my boys.
You guys you seemingly have gotten very close with them.
Yes. I'm
That's
friends
awesome.
with them.
Which
Yeah.
one's your favorite?
Ooh.
Oh, I don't know. I mean,
Sophie's choice.
I love both of them, but
Nomi's choice.
I guess I see Elijah more because he comes to New York more.
Is he the blonde one?
Which
Yes.
which one looks like Snoopy's brother?
Oh, that's Alex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do they smell like?
They smell good.
Really?
Yeah.
Are they still like
Don't
very
stereotype
because they used to be like very like art student like
No, but they
making shit in their sink, and now they've kind of blown up and doing amazing, sweetie. No,
yes, they're doing really well. I'm so proud of
Has the
them.
money
Yeah.
gone to their heads?
No.
What do you think of all the A24 merch that they do?
I mean, the Uncut Gems thing, which they did with Alara rather than A24
True,
actually is absolutely amazing.
Mhm.
I think.
Do you buy any of that stuff?
They actually gave me some,
Okay.
but they're friends, so it's not
right.
like.
It's not. It's
And
not
I already wrote about them before I knew them.
Right.
So
Exactly.
that's
Have you ever met the Safety Bros?
yes, I have.
Did you
Oh,
guys-
we should
did you
tell-
guys vibe.
I mean, I've been hounding the Safdie brothers for many years now.
Chuck should tell his story.
I was DMing her nonstop throughout that whole thing.
Oh, you were?
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah, we
during
were
the
talking
interview,
about
maybe
it.
no wonder it went so poorly.
Yeah. You know, his
Not
interview
during-
got
Not
embargoed.
during.
Oh,
His shit got embargoed. He did this convo with the Safdie brothers. That,
I don't even think I had the heart to tell you that. I was like, she'll find out. I was pretty bummed. I thought I would let you down.
But he asked about you.
I feel like yes, I know because I told him to.
what I said was a lot of kids grew up watching like Michael Jordan, but I grew up watching you on Twitter. That's why my
I thought you
life.
grew up watching LeBron, not presidents. Who were you watching? How many people were you watching? Were you watching
Mad
us?
screens.
I can have two screens.
Were you
Yeah.
watching?
I can have dual screens as a treat.
Were you watching us?
Yeah.
All right, good. On Fashion Bros.
Those were the
He was
later
listening.
years.
Yeah.
I had to
The
go. I
formative
had to
years.
go into that.
Yeah. But
Um,
he said you asked the Safdies, or what was it? A constructive criticism of them to do the Naomi Fry
It was
biopic.
kind of all over the place, but I was pitching them on some movie ideas, and I
They
told
said
them,
they don't know me well enough to do a biopic, which I felt, a little hurt by.
Is
I mean, which
slanderous in your mind?
no, I think this is.
Were they
It's,
capping?
it's 100% correct.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
fault them.
No cap.
They really no cap. They really.
Yes.
They
Yes.
they really
Yes.
they really don't know me that well.
They don't know me, know me.
If you know me, know me.
I mean, I try. I've been spending the last like 3 years trying to prove to them that I'm for real and
I exist.
I need one
and
shot.
I exist. Just give me one shot.
Yeah.
Mom spaghetti.
And
We get a
and
co-writing
so I don't
feature.
know. I don't know how well I'm doing. I think it's a long burn. It's like a slow burn, and it's a long road.
You saw what
and-
happened with Mayor. The Safdie brothers, they're going to be on the wrong side
Well, I
of
think
history.
it was. I
I
mean,
mean,
because you're going to get them. Like,
I mean,
you
I
get
really,
everybody.
I mean, I really hope so.
as the other person in the room during that interview, Chuck asked that question jokingly because we assumed that at that point they would have built a vibe,
Right.
but it was still so stilted and awkward that they were like, why would we do a biopic on this
Yeah.
journalist? Like, what's the story? And
Yeah.
Chuck's just like,
And Chuck was like,
I wasn't expecting that. I got no follow up.
Right?
So
They were
Like,
bummed.
no,
They
no,
were
no,
bummed
straight
that
up.
it was not a
They
Barstool
took the
thing.
question
no,
so
I know because
seriously.
they thought they would get the Barstool, but
Barstool
they
boom.
little did they know
No, yeah.
that you guys have 200K.
We're sitting on that audio.
Yes.
If we ever
Are
have
we?
a- if
do we have it? Because
Jeremy
Did you
sent
download
to me,
it?
Jeremy,
Did you download it?
No, but he could.
the
did-
link expired, and he deleted it. So
oh no,
we might have
never mind,
lost
we
it
don't
forever.
have that. Whoopsie!
The lost-
It's probably,
the lost
it's probably
tapes.
better that way.
It's in the TF
Yeah.
vault.
the lost tape.
Naomi,
Loud.
Yes.
you're a lover of the classics. What's on your Mount Rushmore of footwear?
My Mount Rushmore.
Top 4 unranked all time.
Okay, I guess like classic Vans,
Definitely.
with the laces, like the ones I'm wearing now.
Authentics.
Authentics, low tops.
Yep.
I would say probably Chucks.
Oh, Chuck Taylor's.
Yeah, Chuck Taylor's.
Chuck Park.
Probably also white
Chuck Franco's.
high tops. Let's see. Low top Docs
Mm.
with the
Black?
stitching, black stitching.
Tonal. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that, and I wear that a lot. Let's say the Birkenstocks with the strap and with the two straps.
That's a
and the strap
solid
in the back.
rotation.
Zonas.
Yeah,
Nice.
the classics.
We talked about this very briefly with John Mayer and your love of the Safdie Bros, but let's talk about celebrities.
Yes.
Because you loving celebrities. What celebrities are you currently fucking with?
Obsessing is an obsession of yours.
It is. It's true. Who do I like right now? I mean, I don't remember if we talked about Diplo last time I was here.
I mentioned him in our pre-pro discussion.
Yes. I do love Diplo.
What is it about
There-
Diplo that
Yeah.
draws you in the love of so many? Like, he makes women so horny.
Yeah.
He's hot.
I
dude.
mean, he's a good looking guy, but he's also just like, he's a little dirty,
A little skeezy.
a little skeezy.
I feel like he's self-aware about that part of himself,
Right.
And a lot of things that have to do with his brand, right?
but he's also self-aware, and so he's funny. He is clearly a successful guy, but he doesn't take himself too seriously.
Do you like his music?
Yeah, I mean, he has hits. Like, I
Right.
don't follow it like super closely, but
Sure.
I probably know.
You like the idea of Diplo better and Diplo the person? more
Yeah,
than
for
Diplo the
sure. I mean,
artist?
I don't really care that much.
Have you
I guess,
ever,
about
have
the
you ever
music.
been to a Diplo show?
No, never.
Any
What's your
interest?
ideal
I've never met
BPM?
him, and I've never been to a show or a
And no-
party or
No
like.
interest.
I mean, I would go if somebody like invited me. Like, it's not like I'm gonna like,
Right.
you
Right.
know.
Major league.
And also, I just don't know how he does it all.
Mm.
He seems to be working a whole lot. I don't know if you read that.
Ooh, I wonder what his secret
Yeah,
is.
I wonder what it could be.
That GQ
Right.
or New York Mag, where did they?
I mean, both of them, but the
was like
GQ one
36
was
hours.
like really,
Yeah.
like apparently, you know, he went through like to 7 different parties and like different
Wild.
like.
How old is he
states,
now?
and
he's in his 40s.
He's like 41, maybe.
What a king, dude.
Yeah.
Salute.
Great cum gutters.
Yeah.
That's what they're called.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
It's a
anatomical
it's
name
the
for them.
scientific term.
yeah.
Are you obsessing over him like online the way you were?
I mean,
after
I
John
was
Mayer?
for a little bit. I feel like I've maybe calmed down a little.
Who is
like-
it now? Is it Eric Bogosian? Is
I
it-
do love Bogosian, but Bogosian is a serious man, and
Right.
I appreciate him as an actor. He was like incredible and
You respect the work.
I respect the work. He's an older gentleman,
Not just another
which
pretty
I-
face.
Not just
Eric
another pretty
Bogosian.
face. No, but I think he was really amazing. Like, I
He
feel
was.
like I kind of rediscovered him.
Has he had any other like roles where he played someone like the villain? Has he done that before? I'm not really familiar with his work.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, I remember when I was growing up, he had that movie Talk Radio where he was like a sort of shock jock.
Well,
This was like in
us.
the 80s. What?
like us.
Yeah, like you, exactly. And of course, he's in Succession.
Oh, that's right.
He's the Bernie character.
Oh yeah,
Sure. But
which is
yeah.
Incredible.
Yes, that's right.
evil Bernie.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, he's not that evil, but yeah,
No,
he cuts
more
the-
diabolical.
He cuts
Less
dirty
pure than our
deals.
Bernie.
He's more of like your typical politician.
Right, he cuts dirty
Typical
deals.
Pole.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's his moment. I'm looking forward to
It's the
seeing what he does next.
Bogosian Sans.
Yeah.
It's the Bogosian sons. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know exactly. I feel like there's no
Is he on
one I'm like
socials?
obsessed. I don't know.
I think he is.
There's no
Instagram
one I'm
list.
like really obsessed with.
Wow,
now.
so you got an open slot.
So you're
Yeah,
not like
who's ready?
people are super obsessed with like Harry Styles.
Aristoyos.
Yeah, I
Oh, I like him, but I'm not obsessed with him.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
pretty?
I think he's just. I'm not.
Too British.
I like him, but somehow it doesn't.
It's not clicking.
It's not. Yeah, I mean, it's. I feel
With you.
my feelings are positive towards
Right.
him,
To be
but
clear.
but I don't feel like incredibly taken.
Right. That's fair.
Maybe
That's fine.
maybe
That's
the
fine.
fail gang when this
Maybe he's
airs.
too young or something. I don't know.
He's not for you.
Yeah.
What about
Or,
what about Jonah Shia?
Jonah and Shia.
Yes.
You know what, Shia, actually, I saw Honey Boy. I love Shia. I think he's great. He's a really good actor.
Us too.
And that movie was pretty good.
It was really good. I was
Yeah.
actually surprised there wasn't any type of buzz at all, really, outside of like when it
No,
launched.
that movie was
originally.
pretty good. I didn't totally know what Twigs was doing. Like that part was strange.
Did you find that like too? I was like weird. I got the sexual vibes that I didn't want to have.
Yeah, I was a little confused at what
'Cause he's
it was
like-
supposed to be.
How old is the kid? Is
Yeah, he's like 12.
12, so it's real.
Yeah.
she
And also
looks
it just
good.
it just wasn't clear what exactly
Don't
it was
look at me when you
supposed
say
to what exactly her role was there, you know.
Some type of mother figure.
Yeah, but
something like the
Yeah.
comforting. You know, the
I like
woman's
that
touch.
kid. That kid was really good.
He
The
fucking
the
killed it.
one who was the young Shia. But Shia was good in that too. And yeah, it was pretty impressive. Who else?
What
Who
about Brad
else?
Pitt?
Ooh,
Love Brad. Sorry,
Yeah?
I forgot.
Me too.
Yes.
we all do.
Incredible.
America's sweetheart. Yeah.
America's sweetheart, 100%. And he was absolutely amazing in the movie. In
In Ad Astra.
in Ad Astra, he was absolutely amazing. No, I
The
actually
sequel
didn't
to Space
see-
Cowboys.
Yeah, I actually didn't see Ad Astra, but he was. I
That
love.
happens to Tommy Lee Jones at the end.
I actually
Exactly.
loved Once Upon a Time in
And Donald
Hollywood.
Sutherland.
Oh shit!
It's the fucking sequel to Space Cowboys.
wow.
Anyway, I thought it's true. I'm actually kind of like into Brad now.
Really?
And
It's
not
amazing.
not on the level of obsession because it's not even something that's
America's been
reachable.
obsessed with him forever, right?
No, that's true. And
It's
I've
so
been obsessed
wild
with him
that-
for many
it's so
years.
wild
but
that America
he is
is
so,
not turned on him.
He's perfect,
Bro,
Yeah.
he and honestly, like who I don't know, is it public what happened with the divorce? Like, didn't he beat in the kids and Angelina Jolie? And
Well, he was.
drunk?
I think allegedly
drunk on a
he was a
plane?
drunker. Like, yeah, allegedly had
I think he's
problems
owned
with
up to this
alcohol.
stuff,
Yeah,
right?
he
Yeah,
did,
yeah.
and
To some
there was.
degree.
He was like he
Without
had
getting
maybe.
canceled.
Who among us
anger
hasn't been drunk on a
issues.
plane?
and
Yeah.
beat a child.
Yeah.
But anyway, yes, you're right. I
Beat
forgot.
cheeks.
The only thing I would say is Brad lose the newsboy cap.
Yes.
Yeah,
Please,
his
for the
personal
love of
style
God.
Him and Leo.
is him and Leo
For the
boys,
love of God.
Their personal style is big trash. They look
Yes.
great in the tux.
Leo's
Yes.
even worse
Brad
though
Pitt, the face
because
of Brioni,
Yeah.
looking awesome, but outside
Yeah.
of that,
but Leo's an
Yeah.
investor of Allbirds and
Ugh.
rock and is like a brand ambassador, so he is worse than Brad. But they're
Terrible.
still both
By
fucking
Terrible.
That's
big.
by default.
Basura.
Yeah, so I'm actually fucking with Brad.
What are our fans called of this show?
The only podcast that matters.
No, the fans. What are the fans called of this show?
Oh,
What are we-
the throw ups. Throw gang.
The
Just
throw gang should use this opportunity with your obsession slot kind of wide open. They should send some recommendations.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, please.
Throw her some engagement on Twitter. Would be a fun little bit for
What
launch
like
day.
TikTok star should Naomi get obsessed?
Oh
with?
yeah, I don't know really
Chase
anything about
Hudson.
TikTok. I just see what other people
Sorry, I was
like
emailing
are
with him for work.
posting on like Instagram stories and stuff. You know what I mean? Like I'm
Right.
not on TikTok. I just see
What about the YouTube?
What makes it to Twitter?
what makes it.
That's
to
how I
Twitter.
use TikTok.
You just
What
see the
makes it to
white. You
Twitter.
just see the white kids stealing the black kids' dances.
Sure.
No,
What?
no.
That's what it is. TikTok.
The white kids. Just in general. I thought you were talking
as a
about
blanket
specific.
statement.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah,
whole.
yeah.
It's kind of the
whole
ethos
ecosystem.
of the whole platform.
Yeah.
Right.
Are there any celebrities out there that kind of maybe Harry Styles is an example where it's like people are obsessed with him, but just not for you, like
Yeah,
AKA
like-
not fucking with.
like Timothy Chalamet.
Oh, you're
Not a
anti.
fan.
not anti,
But
but
he's
just,
not doing it for you
he's-
either.
You know what? I
He's-
just feel
he's too
like
pretty.
I've seen him too much.
He's out here.
I mean,
he's
I think
in the field.
I mean, I think he's a good actor. Actually, I respect
Yeah.
him and the stuff I've seen him in. I thought he was like really good. Actually,
He's great in that
but
movie where Fuck the Peach.
but I just like enough.
Did you see Little Women?
I did see Little Women.
I thought he was incredible.
Yeah, he's really good. It's just like I mean, and again, he's like half my age, so it's not surprising that he's not. I'm not the demographic, really.
Sure.
He
But
works on IG. I know this for a fact. If you tag him, he'll see it.
really,
Yeah.
Why are we not tagging him in every fucking meme? Let's get the
So
juice.
he just is like constantly.
He'll like look
checking?
at his like mentions and shit.
Really?
His, like DM requests. and
Really?
message requests.
How
Yeah.
do you know this?
I know someone that
Should I
like,
follow?
Maybe. Yeah. Uh-oh.
You've awakened the
I see
beast.
the wheels turning.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Yeah.
You've awakened the beast. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm not really. Yeah, that interested.
Good thing Instagram got rid of the activity tab or you would be fucked.
Oh,
No,
like.
What about media outlets? What the fuck are you reading?
Yeah.
Where does your information come from?
Oh my god. Well, I will tell you who I'm reading.
Who?
Matthew Schneier.
Yeah.
New York
The
Magazine.
motherfucking goat, the boy.
Great.
I was lucky enough to have
Great
been
guy.
invited to his holiday party for the first time.
Very exciting. I was actually in Israel, so I couldn't go.
Oh, bummer.
So
big
I
gala.
first year I missed it for the
Big gala.
last like.
How many
however
people were
long.
there?
It was packed.
I
really
wish I had
packed.
gone.
It was fucking
should've.
packed. It was like also like 3
Oh,
blocks
and
where
you
live.
hung out with your friend Joe Coscarelli. You met Joe for the first
I met
time,
Joe.
right?
I met Joe for the first time.
Love Joe. Love reading Joe.
He said, "Aren't you the guy from the podcast?"
We
I
gotta
said,
get
yes.
Joe on the pod. Well, we
you should
we'll
have him
FaceTime
on
him.
the
We'll
pod.
FaceTime
Ooh, him and
We'll
Cara
FaceTime
Monica double feature.
Wow, the podcast.
Bars.
Yeah.
That's a
Oh,
lot.
podcast times TF.
Yeah.
Collab of the century.
We'll,
Wow.
we'll FaceTime Joe.
Yeah.
Joe's the best.
FaceTime him in. How
Joe
Beat was
is
made?
working on a book.
Yes, he's taking a brief work hiatus. He
He
announced
is.
that?
He's on a brief break, like a book leave from the Times for
Okay.
like 3 or 4 months.
We need
Is
to
the
get you
book-
one of those?
Is the book
And,
going to come in FaceTime form?
No. No, the book is gonna.
Absolutely
No,
not.
it's gonna be great. It's gonna be about rap in Atlanta.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
The mecca of hip hop, modern
Yeah.
hip hop.
right.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. I mean, I just know the barest. Like I know the stuff he tells me, and I know just the barest like biggest hit. You know, like I know. Like,
Outcast.
yeah, like Future or
Sure.
whatever. You know, I don't know.
Are you specifically waking up and reading individual writers? Like, are you going to like Matthew Schneier and reading his shit?
No,
Going to
I mean,
Joe
you know, they're
reading his shit?
he's
Or is
like
it
he's a friend of mine, so I sort of know what's coming
right.
Support the
out.
homies.
Support the homies. I like so Joe, Carrie, Batten, Joe's girlfriend is
No.
great.
Whoa.
I don't know.
She writes mostly about music for the New Yorker. She writes like the pop
Okay.
music column.
Mhm. Yeah.
Some of the weeks. I mean, there's so many people.
So you're reading New York Mag, New York Times,
The-
New Yorker, just
the New
anything,
Yorker.
just
Yeah,
anything with New York in
basically.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
New York Post.
East Coast Media Elites Forum.
New
East
York
Coast-
Post. I love
East Coast
obviously
News.
to read the Daily Mail.
Oh,
Yeah.
do you read page 6?
I read page 6. I read the stuff that comes up on Twitter. Like I don't like go to page 6 as a destination and
Sure.
like read everything. But
Another
do
elite
you-
New York media
Do
institution.
you
page
feel a
six.
little like queasy reading Daily Mail, or are you
a
like,
little,
at
but
peace
I
with
enjoy.
that?
I really enjoy it. It's so weird. There's something so. I remember like a while ago. I feel like it was like. Actually, tomorrow I think it'll be 2 years that I've been at the New Yorker.
Oh, wow. Congratulations.
Thank you. And it's at the very pretty much the first couple of months. I remember, I wanted to write something about the Daily Mail, like just about the sort of their weird language and stuff. And I started, and then
Bossy for British people.
I feel like maybe I should like get back into that because it's such a weird
Daily. So I
thing.
worked with them when I was at Snapchat, and like I went in and met with the head guy who's a fucking knight, right?
like
Sir,
in London.
what?
You met with him in London?
No,
or?
he was in the New York office.
Oh, okay.
Sir Martin, whatever.
Okay.
He called
Sir Martin Lawrence.
He called the woman, my coworker, my female coworker. He called her sweetie or darling or something.
Nice.
Yeah.
Love to see
That was
that.
cool. And then like basically,
They do things a little bit differently over there.
Cheers.
yeah, they drive on the wrong side of the road. Cheers.
Cheers.
What
yeah,
podcast do you listen to? That's what I'm curious.
I don't really listen to podcasts.
Fuck podcasts.
That's media. That's media in 2020.
I mean, I listen, stuff I've listened to occasionally that's good. I like Seek Treatment, the Kat Cohen and Pat Regan comedy podcast. It's funny. They always have a guest.
Nice. Sounds like another comedy podcast I know.
Are we? We're
The
not
only
comedy.
podcast I
I mean, there's a few like comedy podcasts that are funny. There's one called Iconography that's funny that I guested on recently.
Sounds
It's not out yet. It's not out
Oh, it's
yet.
not out yet.
But
Oh.
it's
Have you been doing a lot of podcasts recently?
I've been doing some.
I'm sure you love it, right? That's
I did
one of the perks.
one called just a couple weeks ago. I did one that's called Punch Up the Jam. That's like you choose a song.
Oh, right. It's
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
his name? Who's so
It's-
funny on Twitter?
It's a woman.
I thought
I did I did material.
I thought it was a
Material
dude
Girl.
and a girl who did it.
Lawrence, women can be funny too.
Now it looks so
Um,
bad, but I truly
the woman
thought
is
it
named
was-
Miel.
Damn it.
And she's also a comedian and then sort of I think she's also an actress. But that was pretty fun. It's thank you.
What about?
Um,
let's get into a topic that you love, which is
Yes.
TV.
I do
television.
love TV.
What TV are you fucking with right now? And can we just talk about Summer House?
Summer House. Yeah. I haven't watched the most recent episode.
Oh, no, we won't spoil you.
So, I mean,
Honestly,
you can spoil because
I
you know
would-
what? It's not so much about the plot.
Sure.
It's more about the interaction between the characters, the beautiful characters.
Yes.
Their tensions, the highs, the lows,
Yeah.
the drunken nights, the hangovers,
Barry's.
the berries
Yeah.
at 8 a.m. in the Hamptons.
Damn, I feel like I'm reading the dust jacket of Summer House right now.
Incredible.
What a summation.
I would suggest that because the most recent episode is the lead up to the 4th of July party,
Oh, the 4th of July party is my favorite.
and then
love that annual
it's a cliffhanger,
episode.
and
Yeah.
then it's a cliffhanger for the next episode. So
Yeah.
I would actually stack up.
Oh,
so you can
so
rush in,
watch,
yeah.
Yeah.
watch through.
Yeah.
Interesting. Oh,
Yeah.
what a treat that would be.
Do you think it's outpacing this
Vanderpump?
and the kind of new iteration of Vanderpump where it's these like kind of competing?
Yeah. I mean, I have a couple of thoughts about that. Like, interestingly, Summer House is my friend Molly Lambert just started watching. She wasn't watching Summer House, and then she was like, okay, I'll
Did she start
start
from the
watching
beginning?
it. So she started from the beginning.
Amazing.
And the thing is, what I wanted to tell her that I didn't and I will, but what I'll also say here right now is that to get to the meat of Summer House, you really have to move past the Workus twins, I think.
Oh, agreed.
yeah.
They were terrible, dude.
You have to work past the Workus circus.
yeah.
That's what I will say. Because
You got
and
to
the-
earn the rest of the show.
And the
You gotta
thing
earn it.
is, sometimes, the beautiful thing about reality television is that one of the beautiful things is that you don't really know, and I certainly don't know, what's that magic element, right?
Sure.
Like who's going to make a show, who's going to be the star, who's going to be. So they thought, oh, we have these two blonde twins, identical twins. They were positioned as the heart and soul of the show.
They were the
right?
crux of the drama. And
They
the
were the
relationship
crux
with
of the
Carl, one
drama
that was
and
dating
Carl and
yeah.
all of that. But they were somehow as dull as dishwater.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right? That
Facts.
was the thing.
They sucked. Dude.
And they sucked. And they like ruined. So I dragged myself through the first couple of seasons.
Yeah.
I persevered because I felt that there was something there that was going to explode.
There was
once we
greatness
moved.
somewhere in
There
here.
was greatness. And I wasn't finding it because I had to see.
Didn't they only do one season?
I feel like
Well,
they did two. One of the twins did.
Okay.
One of them got
Right,
married
right.
and moved to California.
Yeah, she
Sure,
moved
sure.
with the
And then
fiance,
She
the doctor.
visited on like 4th of July weekend or whatever, but like
Right.
it was really just
It was Lauren. Lauren Workus.
the one with the
Yeah.
really scary mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of only got into it after them to be totally
Right.
frank.
So that's what.
yeah.
So I would watch off and on when they were on. And I was like, the seasons they were on. I was like, okay, like it needs to get better. And then they left, and the show suddenly really came into its own.
Mhm. Facts.
So that's one thing I will say about Summer House. That sometimes it's interesting how you sort of have to like, wait, and it becomes great later than you expect it will. As for the Vanderpump Rules question, I can't really. Vanderpump is like my baby. I feel
Sure.
like I can't really.
give up on it.
I can't.
No,
give up.
never.
Never.
Never. Come on.
Never. I will go
That
down with
scene-
that ship.
Yeah.
Like,
And, and it still has moments of
course.
brightness,
Yes.
like that scene where Tom and Tom are arguing in the old man makeup.
incredible.
That was like
Talk about
I mean-
Shakespearean, bro.
I
That
mean,
shit was Shakespearean.
that was incredible.
That was-
with the old guy and Jax's like character Hal
yeah.
with the oxygen tank.
Yeah. All the
Absolute-
backstories were great.
The backstories absolutely incredible.
Love me some Bo too.
Love-
Shout out
love a good
Bo.
Bo.
Yeah, Bo is
Really
a
coming
decent
into his
guy.
own.
I
Yes.
feel like he should be on the pod. By the way,
he's a
Oh,
he's a
We're gonna have Tom Sandoval, who's having a miserable season.
Yeah.
you're gonna have him?
Well,
is he
we
booked?
almost did, and
it was
he
like
was booked.
on and then it wasn't. It was weird.
maybe
book
maybe
him.
Schwartz.
oh,
Schwartz would be
my
great.
dream.
Yeah, I mean Schwartz is amazing.
I've
Schwartz
said
is
that
so
he's
nice.
the
Ward said this is that we have
Tom
a Tom
Sandoval,
we have a
Tom Schwartz.
You're Schwartz?
Yeah, and he's Sandoval.
Really?
You think so? No.
I mean, I don't
Put this whole
know.
operation on my fucking back. He just shows up.
Wow.
Yeah.
I show up and get anxiety from
Yeah, you
bartending
don't
for 5
know.
minutes.
You don't even
Walk
know
out.
how to
Overwhelmed.
ring up a drink.
Yeah.
You don't even know. Okay,
That was
so
an all-time
so
goat
I'll
moment
never give up
for
on
him.
it. I'll never give up.
Sure.
One thing that I feel like the new characters are starting to come into their own more, which I'm into.
And fast.
And
What's
fast.
the Dana? Is that her name?
Dana.
Right. She's a
Drea,
stand-up comedian
Drea?
who's dating Max.
Yeah.
She jokes about her dead mother.
Yeah, she's great.
Yes.
I like her a lot. I like both of them
You know
together.
who
I've
I
said this
like
before.
that I feel has potential, untapped potential? We're starting to see it a little bit. Danica. Not
Oh.
no.
as someone who's gonna fuck shit up.
right.
Yeah.
She like fought with her boyfriend, right? That was the
Exactly.
whole-
And
punched
that's
him.
where
No, that was old Brett. She
no
punched
Brett,
old Brett.
Brett Willis.
Yeah.
I'm interested in Brett Willis more than I
Is that
am
new Brett?
in
Who
no
says,
old
like,
Brett.
New Brett is hot, and the whole joke will be Lisa's gonna try to like
Sure.
flirt with him.
I mean,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
clearly
nobody.
gay.
I like him.
I mean,
Yeah,
I like him.
100%.
100%. But, you know,
Her
he's like
personal
her
trainer.
trainer.
Yeah.
You know who he reminds me of? I don't know if you remember the first season of Beverly Hills Housewives.
Never
Cedric.
watched.
Remember Cedric?
No.
Okay.
We've never really
Not-
gotten
not
into Housewives.
We're not housewives.
Oh,
guys.
okay.
It's unrelated.
Well, the first season of Beverly Hills Housewives, Cedric was Lisa's trainer, Lisa and
Oh.
Ken's trainer. He was a gay French man, like very
Don't
like
be redundant.
You know, very very muscly, and he lived in their like whatever guest cottage or
Oh, the
something.
pool. He was
Yeah,
the
he
pool
was like
boy.
the Kato Kalin of the first season of Vanderpump. Of the Beverly Hills Housewives, and then he stabbed the Vanderpumps in the back. It was a plot point.
Oh,
Like
He
Kato.
sold
yeah. I was gonna say, where's this going?
he sold stories or something. I don't remember
Oh,
exactly, but
damn.
he got kicked out. But he was like a kind of major part
He was
time
like eye
player.
candy.
He was eye candy. You know, he was like a West Hollywood,
Sure.
WeHo.
We hope
expat.
gay.
Yeah.
So
A WeHo expat.
yeah, so I feel like Danica is going to be good. I
A
like
veteran of the
Charlie, the
WeHo
one who's
wars.
really really stupid, the one who's never eaten pasta.
Oh,
Because she
the new
has-
Sheena, the new Sheena.
Because she has
oh,
a-
she's
She
an
has
idiot.
she has a theory that pasta makes you fat. Do you remember
right.
that?
Yeah.
She was like,
Her
I have this
her
theory.
hot take that
Yeah.
carbs are bad for you. Oh, and the whole thing. What did she say? Oh, I wear no underwear with the dress. 'cause
Right,
it's too
right.
tight. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
she's just Sheena 2.0, and Sheena sucks. We don't need
Yeah.
another one.
I sort
Marina
of
Del
like.
Rey.
I sort of like Sheena. I think she's good for like that scene where in the back during Pride where she was like pumping that inhaler.
Yeah, that was
When
great.
she was like, "I'm not jealous."
I have a lot going on.
Oh, when she
Please,
was
my
fighting
eggs,
with
I'm going
Dana,
through
or,
hormones.
or what we were talking about is the editors have been doing her so dirty in the most beautiful way. Where like she's like, I'm not jealous, or everyone's saying I'm jealous of Dana. It doesn't bother me, and they do like
Right.
a super cut
Yeah,
of like her only saying
not
she-
jealous.
Yeah, and there
not
was
jealous at
another one
all.
they did about-
Jealousy, me?
No, it's
about being
she-
boy crazy or
no,
some
she
shit.
she called Brett her new best friend.
oh,
and she's
Oh,
like,
yeah,
and
yeah,
we're
yeah.
like best friends. Of every ex boyfriend
Yeah,
is
yeah,
like, yeah.
Well,
yeah.
it's like the supercuts they used to do when she was dating Rob
Oh, my
Rob
God.
Valletta, and Amber Valletta's half brother, by the
Yeah.
way. Yes, the model. You know,
Crickets.
Amber Valletta.
Yeah, you're not. No,
She was
wrong
like
audience.
a big model in the
plus size model.
no,
Oh, just
Like
popular.
big,
big
oh.
meaning popular.
yeah, like super popular.
When?
Like the late 90s, early 2000s.
Oh,
For our
Yeah,
time.
But she's
weren't
still
born
like
That's
anyway.
her. Chuck
Yeah,
actually
she was
found
like
it.
she was
Oh.
like hugely famous
yeah,
as a model.
yeah, kind of. I remember this face.
So Sheena
Yeah.
was dating her half brother.
Yeah, so Rob is Amber's half brother. And the supercuts of that were always like, Rob's so handy. I find it so sexy. Can you believe how handy Rob
can put up a
is?
TV
He can
in
put up a
30
TV in
seconds.
7 minutes.
I feel my thing with Sheen is I don't like her, but I think she's
I think she's good for the show.
of the
She's a good foil.
of the
She's a good
cast
foil.
system on Vanderpump Rules. Like everyone just walks all over and treats her like shit.
Yeah.
That's why she was excommunicated to Santa Monica. It's like
Right.
Marina Del Rey.
Marina Del Rey.
Excuse me, Marina Del Rey. It's
Yeah.
sad.
Which is like, I have a theory that she moved to Marina Del Rey expecting everyone to follow her because she
Really?
always thinks that she's like a trendsetter.
trendsetter?
Like
Shit.
she's always
And they all
like
went
leading
to
the pack. And
Valley
they all
Village
they all
or
went to the
whatever?
move to
I
the
mean, the
Valley.
scene where she sings "Good as Gold"
at Pride?
at Pride on the bar,
that
incredible.
looks like us at Jonah Hill Day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just sad old people trying to get attention.
What about Southern Charm? Are you fucking with Southern Charm?
Yes, love Southern Charm.
Who's your favorite? Is it Michael the Butler?
I mean, I
He's
do
mine.
like Michael.
Patricia's the goat.
Chris Black told me that Michael makes in the 6 figures.
What?
Yeah.
So
To be a
random.
manservant?
No.
Yes.
Pat-
He was like, I hear that Michael makes in the 6
Dude,
figures.
Miss Patricia is like
Yeah, I know. Crazy
rich.
Yeah.
Real rich.
Yeah. Different rich.
You know who I hate?
Who?
Whitney,
Really?
the devil.
I
the
kind of love him, dude.
absolute devil.
But he fucking shreds on the guitar.
He,
Have you seen his
Fucking
documentary?
sucks.
what?
Have you ever seen his Halston documentary that he made?
No, I know he did, but I never watched it.
I legitimately watched it. It's not bad.
Yeah, I
He
mean,
was a producer
he is
on
a
a-
pervert. He is like.
Oh, really?
I mean, obviously.
I mean, I feel like he probably like. I mean,
Like
don't
he's
sue me, Whitney, but I feel like this is totally unsubstantiated. But he probably has let's say he
More
has
NDAs than
fantasies
Bloomberg.
about having sex with dead people.
Well,
You know what I
whenever
mean?
he-
Like I feel like he's a pervert. Like something is wrong with him.
Whenever
Oh,
he,
okay. You get that vibe.
Whenever he says hi
Yes.
to Cameron, whenever he like enters a party,
Yeah.
she enters a party, he's always like, "What's up, baby mama?" And then like pause her really like
I like Cameron.
inappropriately. Oh, Cameron's best.
Cameron's the best.
Former real world.
I know.
person.
San Diego.
Yes, of course.
Iconic.
And the challenge.
Yeah.
She was on the challenge.
She's great. Very relatable.
I
character.
love. Who else do I love? I
Austin?
mean, how can I not love Shep? You know,
I mean, just Peter Pan. living
Peter
life.
Pan,
You love
just
it,
Peter
you know?
Panning.
I love Chelsea. Is that her
Yeah.
name?
Wait,
Dating the professional sales guy, sailor.
yeah.
Austin's ex.
Austin's
yeah.
ex, the hairdresser.
Yes,
I like Austin
Yes.
personally.
Warrior-
Shit with
Warrior Kroll.
his girl was weird though. That
Yeah.
whole dynamic was
I,
uncomfortable to watch.
Probably prefer Craig to Austin.
Craig is delusional and living
well,
on
because
another
he's delusional,
planet.
but that's interesting.
Well, it's good TV for sure. He's
Yes.
interesting because
he's more interesting.
Do you
Yeah.
own any
The
of his
pillows.
hobbies?
His hobby, they're not even real hobbies, they're fake hobbies.
No, he has the real. He had
The pillow
Have you bought any
business.
pillows?
bro, he's not making any of those pillows, bro.
Well, of course not.
It's just a branding exercise now, which is actually kind of cool.
Yeah, and he's like, it's
But he's delusional.
okay.
I don't like him.
What other?
Yeah,
what
I like
other
Southern
TV?
Charm. And of course, I loved the mess with like Thomas and,
Oh
and
my
Catherine.
God.
Crazy,
I mean,
just insanity.
insanity. Like the fact that this actually happened for real on a
Mhm.
show, chef's kiss.
Well, that's what I said.
It's his second fucking life ruining scandal.
Yeah, insane. He
well,
is
no, like
out of
really
control.
life ruining. Like you're gonna go to jail
Well,
for
yeah.
a long time.
He went.
He
to jail.
already went to jail
He was convicted.
for the coke.
No.
Oh, you mean
but,
this one.
But not like do some time because you were partying. Like sorry for partying. This is
Yeah.
like
Sorry for
you're a
partying.
sexual predator. Dog.
He was caught. He was caught with enough coke to convict him for like
He was a
intent to
dealer.
distribute.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
And it
Yes.
was with a bunch of like women that were like 17, 18, 19.
Yeah.
Oh man, was he?
No,
copping up
he's
for
a
TF?
talk about perverts. Like he's a bad man.
Yeah.
So this is
but
a-
like really,
bad-
but like
but, like,
this is
very
very
bad.
weird, annoying, rubs you the
Yeah.
wrong way. Thomas
This is a very
evil.
this is a very hidden moment in season 1, and I brought this up before. But his dad is like the
The
Ravenel.
dad.
Yeah.
He's like an
Yes.
actual like
Yeah, where he
state
was like
senator.
Something about the I think we talked about this once about like the $5 bill
Yeah,
or
Yeah.
something. What was it?
He was like, "Dad, do you have a 5 to leave for
Yeah.
tip?" And his dad goes, "I don't have a 5, I only have ones." And he's like, "Why don't you have a 5?" He's like, I don't carry $5 bills." And he's like, "Why not?" He's like, "Who's on the $5 bill?"
Oh my
Yikes.
God.
Chuck,
Yeah.
who's on the $5 bill?
LeBron.
LeBron James.
Oh, right, because he misses the days of slavery.
Of course.
Right, yeah.
That's what it is.
Insanity.
Yeah.
Craziness.
Insanity.
And he's like 140
No,
years
he's
old.
114 years old.
Exactly.
His dad was like living through Reconstruction, dude. Like, you know, he's so fucking old.
He was as old as that French woman featured in last week's New Yorker.
Great story. Lauren Collins, incredible writer as well. And that story was amazing.
And it got ripped off by the Daily Mail.
I mean, ripped off. Like,
What?
I mean,
it's not the same.
No. Right?
well, they're probably like a story this week said.
Did you get a
like,
link back? Yeah.
No, there was no link back.
There's no link
There's
back.
no link back. And they basically took like
what?
verbatim shit and just like pasted it in a different order.
Damn, you hate
That's
to see
not
that. You gotta
right.
get the link back at least.
Yeah.
Throw him a fucking bone.
We got a link back in Hypebeast.
Damn. Yeah, we did.
Hell yeah.
Shout out Jonah. You
Any
see
other
you, boy?
TV you're fucking with?
Any other TV? What else am I watching? Okay, I watched the first episode of Love is Blind.
What is that? People
Yeah,
fucking
this is
love
the
this
new
shit.
shit, right?
Okay, so it's crazy. I mean,
What
I
is
only
this? What
watched
is
one
this?
episode. So, Chef, maybe you can have you watched the whole thing?
I watched 2 episodes.
2 episodes.
Give us a brief synopsis
Okay,
of what this
Yeah.
show
so
is.
this is the reality show. It's one of those weird new reality shows on Netflix, much like The Circle. I don't know if you guys watched that,
we
which was absolute trash.
I
mean, this
watched
is
the
trash
first
too,
one and
but
really liked it, and then was like, I can't.
I got
do more
like
of
4
this.
episodes in.
I
it's
Yeah,
like
that's way
this
too
sort
many.
of, it's like a
Hated it.
weird like surveillance experience.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like they have this weird vibe of like, we're making this for $32 a day. You know, it's
Yeah.
like they're like renting some weird or like building on a soundstage like this weird like living
They gave all their money to
compound.
Noah Baumbach,
Well, you
bro.
know, The Circle, it was filmed in London.
And it's not even London. It was like
What?
some small town in England.
But did
it
they
was
talk
like,
about that on the show, or they're
it was
trying
like,
to like hide that fact?
Brixbury. You know, it was like some sort of. It was
Essex.
like
Just like an empty like,
Frankenshire.
It
you
was
know,
weird
it's like.
because all the B-roll was shots of the Chicago skyline.
I know.
oh my god!
But then, like,
I
they're
didn't know this.
weirdly in outside London, and they
It's some
like
weird
accidentally show like
suburban-
London skyline in B-roll
Yeah.
later on. It's fuck. I don't know.
they
Whatever.
just gave up, dude.
It's fucked.
It
yeah.
was very.
fuck continuity.
They're like, Naomi Fry will watch anything.
No, I will really watch everything. So,
All right, so what is
Love is
okay,
Blind?
So Love is Blind. The idea is that we have like, I don't know, X amount of men, X amount of women, like 10 or something, 10 men, 10 women or something. I don't know the exact numbers. And the idea is that the women live together, the men live together.
Okay.
It's all on the same compound. And then there's this long hallway.
Are they all really hot?
Yes.
young,
I mean,
young, attractive people.
yes. I mean, yeah. it
Multiracial?
goes multiracially,
Okay.
kind of. I think
All right.
there's a few black people. It's mostly white people, but
Okay.
there
So
are a
fans
few
of our show.
black people,
Sure.
right?
They really accentuate it. Like at the end of the first episode, they're like, "Is race gonna matter?" Is,
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
fucking-
this is
yeah,
on. This is by design. Got
It's
it.
yeah, it's like a social experiment.
Ooh.
So
Seen quite a few of those on YouTube.
so there are these rooms,
Saying
right?
saying the N word in the hood. Social experiment. 8 million views. This is real shit. I'm not. That's not even a joke. You never seen
Patreon
that?
video
Okay.
content.
So it's like okay, so it's a hallway, and then there are these rooms called like pods, right? Where
I
the,
like the sound of this.
women and men, it's only like straight people, right? It's not. There is a guy who's like, I've
Ooh.
also in my younger years, I fell in love with hearts.
Jack
right?
Taylor.
It's not Jax.
he was like, yeah, it wasn't even really about the sex or anything. I was just looking for love, and I went out with men. I went with women.
But now
Sounds
I
like Chef
decided.
Lonely
Now I
as
decided
hell.
that women are my way to go.
yeah, he was like, women are just so much more nurturing. And
Yeah.
I'm just into that.
Damn. I like it. Okay.
So they go into they pair off essentially,
Okay, in
and
these
then
pods.
in these pods, and then there's a wall between the man side and the woman side, and they don't see each other, so they can only hear each other, and they have these long conversations. So the idea is
Wow.
that they get to know each other without the pressures
Sure.
of the visual, the visual.
Hmm.
So they're not like, oh, you're supposedly, oh, you're black, oh, you're white, oh, you're like, fat,
podcast.
you're
But
thin,
they
you're
all
tall,
are
you're
attractive, is what you're saying.
Yes.
But is there a clearly more attractive people than others, though, or are they all,
Is there like
It's
one really
sort of-
hideous person?
Yeah.
And they win?
no.
None of them are like conventionally hot, like on Bravo. You know,
Sure.
like they're all just like good, like decent looking people.
No, but they are. But chef, they are. All the women
You-
are
you
like they
poor
have
boy.
like these like boobs that are pushed up in
Fair.
like dresses, sort of like
Yeah.
tight fitting dresses, and the men are like
big and
kind of
buff.
hunky, you know, buff
yeah.
kind
They're
of.
buff dudes.
I mean,
All right,
I find them.
I take it back.
I mean, I find the
thought
most.
about it. Yeah.
Yeah, I find them sort of all of them not attractive at all. Like I don't find any of them attractive, but they're sort of like bachelory attractive.
Got it.
You know,
Oh man,
Bunch
Barry.
of Ken dolls.
They sound like people on
brunette. Yeah,
people on the beach at Tel Aviv.
yeah, but more like white bread.
Okay.
Probably.
All right, so they have.
So
to
anyway, so
fall
then
in
they know
love.
they fall in love. So I only watched one episode, which was insane because like halfway through the episode, they're already saying "I love you." Like there's a
Wow.
couple where they're like, "I think I love you," and the guy's like crying.
4 days into this shit. 4
Yeah.
days into this shit.
Is that not performative because people that are contestants on reality TV show have now like lived their whole life with a variety of
Probably
reality, and they know
someone-
that that's what you're supposed to do for good TV. It's like Summer House. You know when these motherfuckers are acting,
Right,
or
right.
hamming it up.
Yeah, but
Even
these are
Vanderpump
people.
more
Oh,
than anything,
I forgot. Sorry, that means they're gonna get married. Sorry, I forgot this thing.
When
So
you get married at the end.
yes,
after 10 days, you have to propose.
Or you're trapped.
You have to propose, and then they set you a wedding date for 4 weeks later. You move in together after
and you
the
move in
proposal.
together in
So there's
real
gonna
life.
be another show after this.
Yes,
No,
it's
yeah.
it's still the show.
It's still the show.
It's still the
and
show.
It's weekly, so they don't.
What?
All the episodes aren't out yet.
Yeah, they're
Whoa,
like yeah,
what?
It's fucking nuts.
it's fucking nuts.
This is torture.
No, it's torture, and it's absolutely incredible. But a woman on Twitter said
Inhumane,
something
dude.
really true. She,
This is fucked.
no,
yeah.
well, yeah, I mean, it's really fucked. But she was like, you know what this is like? It's like a work crush where you're like marooned in a whatever office, you know, and you're like, oh, there's this one other guy here, and I love him. We're
Yeah.
in love. We have a big connection. This
Sure.
is crazy.
But it's not real life.
Once you leave and you look back, you're like, who the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
what was that? So it's the same thing. They're like literally
It's 'cause
crying.
It's like Stockholm syndrome. Like you,
Well,
and it's like,
yeah,
I
you're
found my soulmate.
You're isolated.
Yeah.
All you have are
Isolated.
these like very direct,
Yeah, and you're
intimate
desperate.
connections.
And you're like, you've probably been treated
You
like
can't jerk
shit.
off. You're probably
like,
horny as fuck.
you're all your life. You've probably been treated at, you know, these women have mostly have probably been treated like shit by men. And they're like, oh my God, he's telling me his innermost
a
secrets.
guy finally told me he loves me.
But even before the love, he's like, oh, he's sharing. He's
Sure.
telling me
He's
like
opening them
about,
up.
he's
Yeah,
opening up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listening, I think. One of the rooms empty.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Also, every pod is like filled with snacks and booze and shit, and they're just like,
Yeah.
Oh, so I see.
No, I really
Liquid
honestly.
courage.
Oh, one thing is that each episode is seemingly like 312 minutes long. It's like so long.
It sounds very
And-
slow.
It's really slow. It's really long. And yet I feel like I really want to keep going.
Netflix has kind of
Yeah.
been killing the.
Dude.
They've been taking a lot of shots at the reality love genre.
Yes.
They're going big.
Some
That's fair.
hits. The blind date show that they had was fucking gas, and then that one dude became obsessed with me.
Oh yeah.
Remember?
Wait, who?
The mustache.
I saw that guy again with the mustache. Yeah, I saw him. I was like at the
Again, he only was obsessed with you because he wanted Def Jam
Yeah.
to sign his
Wait, what
song-
is this show? Which show?
What was it called? It was called like Blind Date. It was a blind date show. It was very
Yeah.
just straightforward blind
Okay.
date, but it was shot in this kind of like soap opera-y, like higher production than
It's like
your
narrative
MTV.
storytelling, but reality.
So there were
TV.
like 2 or 3 dates happening simultaneously in every episode.
Okay. And so the
Um,
guy who was obsessed with you was one of the dates? The one of the.
Dating around. So
Dating
there's this
around.
very cool. Oh, so what it is that they've one contestant and he or she goes on 3 dates and they kind of intersplice them
Yeah.
so that the date progresses
seeing all of them
seamlessly,
unfold at
but
the same
through
time.
different 3 different people because like the dates all have a similar narrative,
Mm,
right?
mm,
So there's like really cool like fashiony gay Asian guy
mm.
went on a
James
date.
Harris.
Yeah. And one of the guys was this guy with this insane mustache, like a Barnum and Bailey, like
Ridiculous.
Like a
Fully,
fucking-
shit was fucking waxed.
he looked like a vaudeville villain, like
Yes.
weightlifter, like a weightlifter,
wax
like
my
a-
mustache, then I'm gonna wax that ass.
in like a one,
Like a
in,
muscle man.
yeah, muscle
Yeah.
man in like a one piece bathing
Right,
suit.
right.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like he was gonna like sell you some
Like
popcorn.
a long, like
Yeah.
a scoop, like a scoop
Yeah.
neck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
full
like-
on
yeah,
that.
yeah, full
dude.
on striped.
And his
Yeah,
thing was
yeah.
that his
Singlet.
thing was that he couldn't eat. Like he kept like putting stuff towards his mouth, but it would like fall.
What do you,
And so, like-
did he have a problem?
No, he was fine. I think he was just really nervous.
I'm so clumsy.
And then he told him that he was a songwriter, and I think he like sang him a song
Yeah.
like a cappella in the restaurant. It was fucking.
But how did he reach you?
So then I just like grammed it, like IG storied it and like tagged him.
Yeah.
And he saw that I was like
good.
At
Like
Def
Timmy
Jam.
Chalamet.
Yeah.
And then we fucking threw an event at Saturdays.
Came to the event.
He came to the
pitched
event.
James in person. He's like, I'm looking for the VP of content at Def Jam. Yeah, I was like, what are you going to spit bars like Big Sean and Kanye in Saturdays to James? You're a fucking, he was a singer-songwriter.
Yeah.
He's like, and he's bad. So it's not like.
Oh my God.
But the show itself is really
Sure.
good. So I feel like
Yeah.
Netflix is like Circle, Mids,
Yeah.
Dating Around, Gas, Love Is Blind sounds fucking fire.
I mean, it's insane. It's mostly
It's
just
the only
so
thing missing from their
it's-
portfolio of original content. They got the movies.
Right.
They had the TV. Now
Yeah.
they got the movies.
you know what
and they
I
just need reality
loved?
TV.
You know what I loved? Selling Sunset. Remember when they had that sort
It was
of
like sexier.
It was like-
$1 Million Listing.
yeah, the guy
is still a
Adam.
very good
I think
show.
Adam DeVello did it. The guy who did The Hills,
Mm-hmm.
because the look was very. It was like shots like panning over the
Laguna
hills.
type.
Yeah, and like the subtitle or like the name title cards were like similarly styled, and it was very like sort of made up drama.
The agents
Sure.
were too like
But I
run of the
liked
mill.
it.
The agents were too run of the mill, like bitchy, rich LA women to me. Because like
Well,
$1 Million
there was-
Listing has like incredible characters.
Yeah.
Josh Flagg.
Josh,
The other
Fleck.
Josh?
Oh, I love that
Hot
show.
Josh?
Sorry,
Hot Josh.
I forgot. I've gotten into $1 Million Listing LA.
Yes.
Because I was taking a plane. I watched it. I got hooked when I watched it on a plane recently. I think on the way to LA.
the fucking British guy's name is James Harris.
James Harris, by the way,
He's fucking
everyone
at my
there is
SEO.
everyone there is surprisingly Jewish. Not everybody, but like Flag is Jewish.
Flag
Josh
is
Flagg's
very Jewish.
James-
Josh Flagg's grandmother like escaped
That's
Nazi
true.
Germany and became like a
It's true.
fucking
A textile, a textile magnet.
Yeah.
James Harris is a British Jew.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Of course, Josh Altman.
Altman.
Yeah.
Of course.
Is he like,
That's what I'm
is he like
thinking.
So
a,
this is-
is he like a Syrian Jew or something? Like
No, Altman is Ashkenazi.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Anyway, that's beside the point. But I've been loving the show.
He's a big Alec Monopoly fan. That's all I know.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Like Chef.
Um,
Got the Alec Monopoly. Or that
Have
was
you-
that Gallagher's.
have you
Sorry,
been
wrong
watching the
episode.
show Hunters?
I have not, but I heard it's awful.
Really?
He was just singing. Well, both of these guys were singing its praises.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, just a couple of
Pacino.
people.
I mean, Pacinoing is.
Pacino is in it?
Pacino. He
I guess
plays
I know
this
nothing.
fucking-
I know it's about Nazis, but
Oh,
that's
yeah.
it.
He plays this like fucking like 85-year-old Holocaust survivor.
No.
Like, yeah.
Oh.
Is he the main Nazi hunter?
He's like the team leader. It's very campy and like
Is it like in America? Like-
yes.
Okay.
It's very campy.
Isn't
and
it
it's very
based
like
on a true story? But like, I'm sure loosely based.
Is it
what it's
is
like?
it contemporary or is it
no, it's like set in the 70s. It's very like pulpy.
uh,
Like they like
And is it a
they play
limited-
around with like genre and shit. And
it's
they
a
have, like,
limited
these little-
series?
What?
A limited series? Like it's how many episodes is it?
I'm not
Amazon,
sure.
right? I think it's an Amazon limited series.
Yeah.
Or maybe it will get picked up if it's doing big stats. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they put a lot of
Maybe I
marketing
should
behind
try
I
it.
don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. That's
They have like weird
interesting.
kooky moments, but it's like also like very brutal and like
And it's like gripping.
Gross.
It's
Yeah.
gripping.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe I'll try it. No, I haven't seen it.
what about movies, Naomi?
Yeah.
What about movies? Well,
Big year for Zoovies.
big year.
fucking
Big
year.
year.
I would say one of the best years of
Great
for
year.
movies in recent memory. Like really good.
Really good.
I love movies.
Uncut
2 years
Gems,
ago was
of
really good.
course.
Oh,
The year with like Phantom Thread and I, Tanya. That I like that year. But this year,
This year was really
yes.
good.
Yeah.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, of course.
I think
Loved
Was that your
it.
favorite?
I didn't get it.
I mean, I said I not to quote myself.
go off. That's why
But-
you're off, Queen.
I feel like a couple days ago I tweeted that Uncut Gems was my favorite Jewish movie, and Once Upon a Time in
Big
Hollywood was
distinction.
my favorite Goyish movie.
Mm.
Yeah. Big distinction.
So both of them I really loved. I loved Parasite.
Little Women.
Little Women was just okay,
Really?
and I
loved it.
and I love Like I love the book. I've read it like
Really?
a million
What was
times.
what did you think?
It's
What did
just like I
Greta what did
thought-
Greta
I mean,
fail?
it was definitely. I don't think she failed. I just
Timmy.
think it's
It
like
was Timmy.
I thought like the
Flo killed it, dude.
I mean, I thought the chronology thing was clever, but it didn't really like. I don't know. Basically at this point, I was like, I just want to like read the book again.
Oh,
you know?
really? Interesting.
Like I was just like, I was like, I enjoyed it fine. Like I thought it was
Right.
well made and it was sweet and like
You
nice.
saw it in the theater, so you weren't like
I saw it actually. I saw it. I went to a screening and
nice.
then
Flex.
I did want to take Nina because she had read the book and I was like, I'll take her and she'll enjoy it. And so we went to see it.
Did
And
she like it?
She liked it, but she was like, I just wanted the chronology to be like direct, like the it was in the book. She
Okay, got
wasn't a fan of, but she's
The
also like
time
8, so
jumping,
you know,
yeah.
I mean, that's not
I wasn't
against
feeling
the
the
movie.
narrative structure.
Yeah, she was like, why don't they just like
Do it in order.
As soon as it started, she was like, but that's not how it starts.
Right,
And I
right.
was
She
like,
wanted
yeah,
to direct
yeah,
adaptation.
just wait, like.
That's
And she watched the Winona Ryder one.
Mm.
So she liked that, I think, better maybe. So I liked it fine, but
Sure.
I thought, you know, all of the talk about like, oh, this deserves an Oscar over like the Tarantino or something.
Sure,
I thought was
you were
total
like, nope.
bullshit. I was like, nope. Yeah.
What about Joker? Did you see Joker?
No, I did not. I'm actually kind of curious.
On purpose?
I just didn't.
Shit is hilarious. I'm going to go on record and say it's very funny.
I mean, I'm not. Is it like?
baby.
I mean, is it intentionally funny? I just.
There's intentionally funny moments that at least in the showing I went to, like huge big laughs from the
Oh,
theater.
really?
Like in these.
I should, maybe I'll. I mean, you know, I wouldn't mind what. I'm not against it. I just wasn't like super attracted to go see it. I wasn't like boycotting it.
You a
or
Joaquin
anything.
fan?
I love Joaquin. It's
Okay.
true. Yeah, I do like him.
So you got to almost didn't see it for the performance.
Were you shook to watch it? I was shook to watch it in theaters because of the fucking incel shooting warnings.
Right.
That's why I saw it at Alamo. They can't afford that shit.
Yeah. So no, I didn't see that.
Class warfare.
What else? I mean, that's a pretty good run.
Yeah.
Right.
What do you think of Sandman?
Oh,
I
yeah.
love Sandman.
Do you think he was snubbed?
Yeah, I totally thought. I mean, I think the snub was like totally misguided and crazy.
Oh, like you were shocked that he wasn't nominated?
I wasn't shocked,
it
but
like,
I was like,
here's Hollywood doing what they do?
I was like confused. I was like, I can't believe they totally shut it out. Like,
My thing was the Two
completely.
Popes was good, but you didn't need. I mean, it's like those.
I mean, I really thought it deserved to at least be nominated.
Sure.
I thought it was like really weird that it wasn't.
Was it that it was too weird? Like it didn't fit?
No, I think it was actually a fairly mainstream movie. You know what I mean? It's not like that it's so avant-garde that the Oscar can't understand it. I
Right.
don't know why, or maybe it is, and I just don't know. I don't know. I definitely think it deserved it. It was probably the best of the year. I
all
think.
religions aside.
We all agree here. What about music, Naomi? What music?
Oh
are
my
you
God,
fucking
I'm so bad.
blasting into your ear holes.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so bad with me. Oh, you know what I like? Because Carrie actually
This is the music critic.
is
at
the
New
music
Yorker?
critic just wrote about it. And I
Thundercats.
because I'm so old, that's how I discover things now. Beach Bunny.
Oh, here we go. Let's bring it. Let's
So
plug in
good.
Sean. Sean, take my mic. Plug in our music,
I
our
saw-
resident music
I
critic.
saw you tweeted about
Yes.
prom queen.
I'd like to thank
Yes.
Sakamami.
That was amazing.
Soccer mommy.
Soccer mommy for the music.
I want if Bernie Sanders makes merch that says "Soccer Mommy" on
Yeah.
it, I'd cop in a second. That's so tight.
So tight.
No, Beach Bunny's fire. Though.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sean.
What kind of music is it, Nomi?
It's sort of like a throwback, like indie slash surf slash. Yeah,
Oh,
maybe
here-
maybe Shem can explain.
No, yeah, it's you're right. You're right. It is like sort of
Nuance
like
take
throwback,
time from Chef.
throwback surfy a little bit.
Male vocalist?
No.
Female?
No, female.
vocalist?
If you
And they're like super young. They're like 20 or
Yeah.
like 22
Where are
or
they
something.
from?
Chicago?
I don't know where they're from.
I think Chicago.
but
Or
if-
Chicago area.
What's the album called? In case our friends at home want to check it out.
they just put one out like last week, and I
Yeah, I don't remember the name, but it's really, and it made me feel really like warm and fuzzy because it's
Oh,
like
cool.
the song.
Posy vibes.
Yeah, because this, and I have a daughter, so I was like, oh, there's like hope because it's like the lead singer is a girl and all the others,
What's it called?
Honeymoon.
Honeymoon.
and all the others are.
Was Nina too old for Baby Shark?
She does like Baby Shark, but not as a. She's like.
I thought you were going to say for
she's-
like Best Coast or like, I don't know. They're like, what?
Also put out an album last week.
Of course they
Nina
did.
was like, "Yo, this motherfucker's spitting."
Yeah, but you should check out like the Beths if you like
the
Beach-
Bets.
The Beths, yeah.
Okay.
They're really good.
Okay, yeah, I need you to recommend stuff because
I'll send you some shit.
as I said, I don't know anything, but this just I came across it and it made me feel very hopeful because it's like a lead singer a girl and she's like, you know, it's a classic, like,
She's a
don't
little
fucking
woman.
tell me to be just pretty. Like,
Right,
and I was
right.
just like, this is fucking
Fuck you! I
hot.
won't do what you tell me.
Yeah.
I was
What do
like,
you-
this is awesome.
You a big Rage Against the Machine fan?
Not a big one. No.
You're not going to see him live?
No.
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 We've been going. The whole squad has been very deep into Rage. Everyone's excited that the boys are back.
I texted Chuck and I said, "Rage is the new Fat
Oh
Joe."
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Except we love Rage.
yeah.
And fuck Fat Joe.
Zach LaRoche didn't blow me off at Salt Bay's restaurant in Dubai.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
He was just waiting on the table.
Fat Joe was an asshole to me in Dubai.
What did he do? Like, did you approach him?
I was like, yo, can I get a picture? And he's like, yeah, come in. And then I was like, I work at Complex.
I
We'd be
met
like,
Fat Joe once
yeah, was he an asshole to you?
at Jacob the Jewelers. Did I ever tell
What?
this story?
Oh, maybe.
You get-
I think
Yeah,
you might
I
have. Was it
probably
you wrote
did.
you wrote
I
about
wrote a
Jacob.
piece for an Israeli newspaper, like whatever, 15 years ago.
Nice. Isn't Jacob, didn't he go to jail?
Yes, this was before. This was after he was indicted, but he was still, I think he was appealing or something. I don't remember what it
free
was.
Jacob.
Free
dude.
Jacob.
Free
Yeah.
the jeweler.
This was before he went to
Free
jail.
Thomas Ravenel. Just kidding. All right.
No, but no.
What about
no.
rap? Any rap you're fucking with?
Yeah. You mentioned Future
Yeah, I mean, you
as
know
a
what?
cultural touch point, generally speaking.
Yeah, I'm not very. I feel like I used to be a little bit more. You know, I know the hits because I listen to Hot 97
Right, obviously.
in the
Listen-
car.
You listen to Funk Flex, the voice of New York.
Yes, so I know that stuff. Yesterday, actually, or a couple days ago, and again, this is something I tweeted about, so I don't want to, repeat myself.
No, it's cool,
but,
dude.
It's a different medium.
And this is going to get you followers because of all the bars you're spitting. No pun intended.
I believe it was Hot 97, Drake's Life is Good, Drake X Future,
Future.
Life
Oh, yeah.
is Good came on. And it was
Working
just
on
like,
the weekend like usual.
yeah, exactly. And I was just like,
front flips.
wow, this is really the lyrics on this are just, I don't remember.
Incredible.
No, I don't. I was like, okay, maybe this is too much for me. Maybe I'm just done because
you
I
like
was
the
just
Virgil
like,
Abloh shout out? That was
yeah, with the pat, like he got the
paddock
paddock
on my wrist, going
wrist,
nuts.
going nuts,
doing front flips as well.
doing
Yes.
front flips. Yeah, but it was just like I think in the tweet I said something about how it was just like a baffling combination of complaints and boasts.
Yeah. That's a great
Because
way to
it-
sum up
That's
hip hop in
Drake's
2020.
life.
Yeah,
Because-
Drake
Drake.
really.
Because it was just but even more so than usual.
Right,
It was
turned
just
up.
like, oh my God, it was just like every single line. It was like
The self awareness was turned down to zero.
Yeah, it's total.
Which
Exactly.
is that, and that's
that-
Drake's best cruising altitude, in my
yeah.
opinion.
Well, it's like really out of control. I was just like, okay, wait. So you're like, it was like, oh, text me something back. Like, why don't you text me? Like, I don't remember exactly, but it was like literally every line. It was like flipping to the other
Sure.
side of like, I was like, my head is spinning.
I'll take this
It's too-
opportunity to shout out one of my tweets as well. Drake's stunning lack of personal growth is why he's the GOAT, in my opinion. Truly.
It's true. He really is. There was, I think, yeah, I feel like I tweeted this a couple years ago where like
Let's just read our
Podcast
favorite
is us.
tweets.
Yeah.
This is good. This is good.
Drake's face, the face he makes when you take his picture is like, I'm really trying to pretend I'm not intensely aware of you looking at me.
Right.
It's sort of like,
Yeah.
you can sort of see him like
Sure.
every single moment out of the corner of his
Well, he
of his eye,
knows
like-
what he has, that like disassociated like God's eye, where it's like, how is this going to appear on social
Yeah.
media?
right.
type
But it's
perspective.
revealed in like, obviously, and everybody
He's
does
very
and should.
self-aware as a celebrity. But
not
in a
really.
performative way where it's a
Yeah.
fake self-awareness.
Yeah.
Self-awareness as like
It's self-awareness sucking its own dick. It's the Ouroboros
Yeah.
of self-awareness.
Yeah.
it's on purpose. Self-awareness like in a purposeful way that's like not
But then
some people think it's genuine, but like most people can probably see that it's not. but
yeah.
It's weird.
That's
That's why he rocks.
I
don't
mean,
know.
this is the one thing I have to say about rap. So
Ooh, this
that's-
should be good.
It's not. Oh, I
Make
know
sure
what.
this
I know
can't be
what.
clipped out bad.
Future's relationship with Lori Harvey. I'm
Oh, yeah.
into that and very interested to see where it goes.
Hmm.
And I haven't been. I don't know where it's been going for the last couple of weeks.
I was gonna say,
Has
what's
there-
the status?
Yeah,
don't know.
because the last I heard,
I think
people
he
were
kinda
making.
I think he kind of went dark because he's like in like album mode now.
Yeah, people were making fun of him because he was doing the same things with her that he was doing with previous girlfriends.
That's
like
his whole thing. Yeah.
like petals, like rose petals leading up to the bed,
Sure.
like things that were somewhat on the
things
shade
that
room. I
have
think they were,
worked and gotten him laid before. He's like,
Yeah.
run it back.
yeah.
Play the hits.
Yeah, play the.
Anyway, I'm into that, and I'm curious to see where it goes next.
What about Bieber? 'Cause
Yeah.
You wrote about
okay.
Bieber's
I did write about
YouTube
Bieber. I mean,
series.
I love
Can
Bieber.
you talk about this? This is dicey territory.
When is this
for
coming
you.
out?
Woo! Is that something with your job?
I'll probably not participate in this portion of the conversation.
Oh,
but
okay.
I'm happy
James
to.
does not have that yummy.
The yum.
Yum, yum.
That whole song is
yum,
about
yum.
his wife's vagina, right?
I think so.
That's
That's what
cool.
people say.
That's tight.
It's about her soft serve.
Oh, I will say that I'm very into Haley. I think she looks incredible.
She
Yeah.
does.
She really does. Like,
Which is crazy because he looks like dog shit right now.
yeah.
Yo,
I
that
think,
video you
Obviously
tweeted out
it's
of Bloomberg
but-
and Trump on The Apprentice.
Oh,
trying to
so
get hot
good.
Oh my
dogs
god,
and
that
So
was
good.
incredible.
Stephen Baldwin.
Stephen Baldwin. Yes.
Chaos. What do you say? Chaotic. Right?
Chaotic.
Yeah, just
it was
insane.
chaotic.
The
Gene
longest.
Simmons also.
Yeah.
Right?
Gene Simmons.
It's like one of those photos.
Omarosa.
Omarosa.
It's one of those photos where it's like the longer you stare at this, the more you realize how fucked up like everything is. Like the longer
Yeah.
you watch that video, the more fucking just nuts it became.
Yeah.
I mean, Bloomberg like perjures himself within like 1 second.
Like, oh,
yeah.
the men's hot dogs might not taste better, but I'll say that you certainly do look better.
The women's
yeah,
hot
it's like,
dog.
let's
The
see
women,
if
yeah.
this matches the gorgeous ladies'
Yeah.
hot dogs.
Oh, gross, dude.
I know one hot dog that
Yeah, right.
steaming hot right now. He didn't say that.
No, I mean, you want to go to jail?
What?
You want to go to jail?
Anyway, yeah. Oh, the Bieber.
Bieber, Biebs.
Yes, I love Bieber.
You got
think
Bieber
he's-
fever?
You know who does have Bieber fever is
Joe
my daughter.
Coscarelli. Oh, really?
Well, because I was writing about the Bieber show, I prepared and I watched. I had never watched his two earlier documentaries, Never
Oh.
Say Never and Believe from
Yeah.
2011, 2013. And so I was like, okay, I'm just going to get it on Amazon. And probably Nina, she's
Sure.
in the right age to watch it, like young
Yeah.
Bieber.
It's
you know?
appropriate. Yeah.
Totally appropriate. And she was really into it. And now she likes Bieber.
Wait, was she aware of Bieber's
She was aware of Bieber.
existence, but wasn't?
Yeah. She was aware of Bieber, but she wasn't really.
She likes the music,
She likes the music.
Did
and
she have a crush on him?
Yeah, I think she has a little crush.
but on a previous version
Oh,
of
yeah,
Bieber
yeah,
that
totally.
doesn't exist.
Yeah, like
Has she
the-
seen
like
the
the
current
ti-
situation?
Yeah, my friend Brett was like, "Don't show her what happened."
Yeah, don't crush your dreams.
I know.
Nothing gold can stay, Nina. This
Yeah.
is your lesson.
But I do love
Better to
Bieber,
burn
and I
out than
think
fade away.
I think he's really talented, and I really wish him the best. I think he's actually probably kind of like I don't know what kind of person he is, but he seems like a talented person who wants to do the right thing, But
He
I
wants to, and not always, and he doesn't
Yeah,
always do
he
it.
doesn't
Well,
always-
Is that not that spirituality and that religious aspect that like
yeah,
was
I mean, I
always
think
there?
he really.
What about the music, guys?
I mean,
Some
I
music.
haven't listened to the new album in its
Oh.
entirety. I've listened to
Number one in
the.
the country.
I've listened.
Really?
Yeah, number one. Yeah, I've listened to the single. Like Yummy and Intentions.
Intentions
see him
is
on
a fucking
SNL?
Slap.
I did not see him on SNL.
Intentions is a slap.
I like Intentions. I also appreciated the Intentions video, which is like he's doing good works with these like women. One of them is homeless. One of them, it sort of doesn't fit the song in any way. But I appreciated the gesture.
They did it, yeah.
and
He did the work.
it seems like he has like a good intentions.
Does your daughter get exposed to like other huge like? Is she aware of like BTS?
I don't think she's, as far as I know, she isn't. But maybe she is, and they talk about it in school, and I just don't know. But I haven't
BTS,
seen her.
It feels like that's older than like what a 9-year-old would be into, right?
But I'm just like,
I don't know.
what is a
I don't
nine?
know.
Like, what is like?
Yeah, what does a 9-year-old listen
What's like
to?
the youngest tier of music fan? Like, who are they obsessed with?
Yeah, I don't know.
I would
I'm
assume.
not-
I was just saying BTS because it's like K-pop.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not really sure. She knows the hits because she listens to
Like Roddy
97
Ricch the
and,
Box?
Yeah, she's like, I love Roddy. Travis Scott is on a tear right now.
I mean, she knows that she'll
Flame saved her life.
she'll sing along. She'll sing along with like the
Box.
with the popular songs like with like the new Dua Lipa song or something. She just will know.
Right, right.
She wouldn't necessarily.
Rosalia?
Rosalia.
Fire.
I love it when you call me señorita. Stuff like that. Shawn
Sure.
Mendes, whatever.
Yeah. That makes
But
sense.
she doesn't like stan. Although she did say she's excited because she likes Taylor Swift.
Okay.
Bummer.
Did you watch that documentary?
She actually did. Like she watched with me, and I think it's not inappropriate. Like there was nothing like sexual there, really.
There's nothing sexual about her.
Yeah.
Right. It's pretty vanilla. So
Yeah.
I was like, okay,
She's
that's
a
fine.
sentient pancake.
Yeah, she sucks.
But she is very excited always when like Joe does like Diary of a Song with someone
Oh, really?
famous. So
yeah.
like she watched the Taylor Swift one. She was like really excited.
She watched the Mo Bamba one.
I don't think she watched it.
Lil Nas X.
She watched the Billie Eilish one.
Okay.
She said she wanted to watch. She was like, I like Billie Eilish. She's a good singer. So I think kids like that nowadays. But it's not like
The kids like talent.
she's not actively like seeking it out
Sure.
Yeah.
yet. But
All right. Well, fuck would not fuck with
Complete.
working title complete.
Oh my God.
Word.
Before we get into the meat and potatoes of this podcast,
Yeah.
Noe, want to play a
halfway
little game
through.
with you.
Oh,
it's
almost
been 7
halfway.
hours.
Want to play a little game with you. Last John, next John.
This is why people get married on Love Is Blind, because it'll get me out of here.
Yeah.
You know?
We want to know, what was the last John you caught besides the Patagonia
Right, before that.
vintage on Goodwill?
Let's go one
Full
prior.
retail, which is redundant because you don't get shit for free. And then what's the next John that you got your eyes on that you're
Oh,
gonna
that I
cop?
have the eyes on?
Yeah. What's the last John you paid money for that wasn't
the
Patagonia?
ears at the front of the face on.
Yeah.
So yeah, first up, what was the last John you caught besides the Goodwill John?
Well, I can say, probably this Patagonia shirt that I'm wearing.
You just walked into-
So you're really going,
I know what it was. I bought jeans at Madewell
Oh, nice.
that I've been wearing a lot. Actually.
Where did you buy the Patagonia crew neck? At a Patagonia store or
Actually,
REI?
Elijah from Online Ceramics has a friend who gets him 40% off.
Oh, right. That's
So it was through that. He
Fire.
ordered stuff for his friends.
nice.
So that was nice.
little backdoor situation.
Yeah.
A little backdoor situation. I mean, not a whatever. Yeah.
Smoky rooms, Coppin Johns. What about next John? What's the next John?
Next
you're gonna
John.
cop? What you got your eyes on?
Oh, wow. What will it be?
5th grade tuition for Nina.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, this is not something that's probably going to happen, but like if someone,
All the best things never do.
yeah. I mean, I would love to have like a nice bag. I feel like,
How nice
designer?
are we talking?
yeah, like really nice.
Chanel.
Yeah. Like I would love to randomly suddenly have a
So
Chanel
like
bag.
just this, everything about you is the same, but now you just have like a luxe ass handbag.
Yes.
That's
like,
cool.
Yeah.
That's high. That's the high low. You know,
I mean,
Vans.
yeah.
With
Are
Chanel.
you going to pursue one?
Yeah.
Especially like on
Probably
these
not.
resale
I don't know.
sites?
Well, yeah, maybe, but it's still so expensive.
Yeah, it's not cheap.
Like sometimes I look and it's still like, I feel like $1,500
For
at the
sure.
lowest
Minimum, yeah.
So
What I've heard from my girlfriend who you set me up with, which we'll talk about behind the
Oh.
paywall, so
Yeah.
is that she does a lot of shopping on Real.
Yes.
And when you're not buying or when you're not when they're not displaying fake Johns,
Yeah.
Mhm.
what she's saying is that they don't know shit about pricing stuff.
Mhm.
And so you can actually get some steals on there.
They're like Goodwill in that regard.
Exactly. Like they
Really? That's
misprice so much.
interesting.
Yeah. So like I mean maybe not bags.
Yeah.
I feel like handbags would be the one thing that they make
Yeah.
sure they nail. So that
sure.
might be not the best.
And that's pretty standardized,
What about
especially with
StockX
like,
bags?
What about Grailed?
Heroin.
I mean, I've bought
Heroin.
stuff from Grail.
But there could be a heroin,
Yeah.
a handbag on heroin. I forgot we had that.
Right. Oh.
It's grilled for chicks.
Maintenance. Maintenance mode. I was going to say something I'm not going to say because I got to remember.
I
Still have a
I
job.
should talk to. Okay.
Oh,
With
yeah.
that. All right. With that bleep.
Are we going to say his name after the paywall?
Gotta bleep that too.
Okay.
No.
Or we should tell Naomi how you introduced me to her with the anti-Semitism. What do you think about this so I was meeting James's wonderful girlfriend for the first time.
Who is Jewish?
And right.
Yes.
Which obviously, because you
Yeah.
introduced them.
Of course. I only introduce Jewish
Exactly.
people.
And he goes, "This is Lawrence. This is the guy I get all my anti-Semitism out on, so I don't have to bring it home to you."
Is that really what it?
Great.
That's what I said.
Something like
I think you prompted me.
I definitely did not prompt any anti-Semitism. Well, I mean, besides just living my life.
Yeah.
Besides existing. Anyway. Was that last John, next John? Where are we at?
That was last John, next John.
Okay.
Oh, next John is going to be the bag. Well, maybe. Who knows?
Maybe.
What do
Can you like
in
try
my
and
dreams.
You can get a bag floated to. I feel like.
Well,
yeah, but I feel like I can't. I really can't.
That's maybe above, that's
Yeah.
not above board, unlike
Yeah.
this podcast.
All right, let's get into the meat and potatoes of this podcast by erecting that fucking paywall. Chef, hit that wheatus.